How is everybody? Did everybody hit the like button? Did everybody hit the like button? So that's for people who who come to the channel and they're not here at the live and the channel opens and they're like, what's this about? Well, what we do here specifically is we make sure that you don't end up going to the dungeon when you get pulled over by the piggies. So this man is going to refuse to get out of the car. He's going to refuse. One last favor from y'all, and then we're going to get right into this video. If you would please, would everybody type into the comment section OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. OTVO, if you would please. You won't get notifications. YouTube China does not want me sharing with you guys.
Okay, Chili. YouTube is not China. How many times do you have to know this thing? How many times? YouTube is not China.
Well, I mean, he can't get definitions right, constitution right. Um, there's a whole list of things he can't get right, including that. So I'm not surprised that location is a problem.
Right.
The truth, how to make sure you don't get jacked up by these pigs. Now, this thing right here, this video is very telling. All right. There's several parts in here where you realize that it's a scheme. It's a scheme to get you. Let's get right into it. Here's a pig hiding on the side of the road, ready to get somebody.
And that's what he called the police officer. He called the police officer pigs. I mean, for my opinion, he is the pig in here. Mr. Chili.
He's sitting on the side of the road radaring people. That's what we pay people to do, to sit there to try to get you. That's what he's doing. Now he's got somebody, so he's going to pop it and gear it.
Well, the reason why that's it's not a radar. It's not. That's the speed thermometer. Okay? He is trying to find out who is speeding. Jeez, Chili.
And then he has to drive like a maniac, turn on his emergency lights, mess up everything. Because they got to get you. They got to get you.
Northbound, just north of Lawz on the median. Wisconsin Fleet Plate 16306 A Adam Frank T Top. 41 northbound, just north of Lawz.
Alright, roll the window down. Yeah, you do. Okay. You also are sitting in traffic right now, so you're going to need to move a little further onto the shoulder, okay?
He pulled over on the wrong side of the road. You yield to the right-hand side of the road. And they're on what looks like a freeway to me.
What?
319 Crown Life, 1043. Roll me another unit, 930.
Roll me another unit. Send another cop out here.
3 drivers.
Well, they called her back up because it's for their own safety.
Drivers refusing to roll the window down. Why do you think that is, Copper? How come you think that is? Why do you think people don't want to roll down the window with you there? How come?
Need your license, registration, proof of insurance.
And look at that cop. He's a character. He's got his little. I mean, if this is your look, God bless you. But this is also the look of a douchebag pig. Just look.
There you go. There goes the bullying again.
Yeah. And if I was him being such a rageful tiny little goblin, I wouldn't be commenting on anybody else's looks.
Right.
Look at the look he's got with his silly mustache.
Pulled you over today for speed, okay? Had you going 109 miles an hour back there, man? Huh? 109. Yeah, you were. Okay, roll the window all the way down.
Didn't that pig go 109 to catch him?
Well, okay, you. Oh man. How is he gonna? How is? Okay. Of course, like obviously the police officer is gonna do the same speed to catch the person. So what do you expect for the police officer? Slow down to catch the person that was speeding on the road? Oh my goodness.
But why is it the officer's problem that he was doing 109? Why is it not this idiot's problem?
Right?
You're doing 109. There's no way to stop in an emergency. If there was an accident on the road, if there was a person crossing the road, there's no way to stop at that speed.
Exactly.
So let's not look at the person who caused and could have caused a lot of damage or death, and let's blame the cop. Good logic there, Chili.
Right?
Roll the window all the way down. Roll the window all the way down. Right now. I don't know. I'm going to check that. No, roll the window all the way down. I need proof of insurance. Okay, I need the rental agreement then. Okay, you got the rental agreement?
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Once you get pulled over by the police officer, the best way is to comply. Never, ever, ever close your window. Because if you do close your window and you are being argumentative to the police officer, this can get worse. When they break your window because you're not complying, you can get arrested for not complying. And if you are going to keep on fighting the police officer, you can get arrested for resisting arrest. And you know, when they break their window, from what I heard is you can get charged for a felony, right?
I'm not sure because it varies. If you break the cop's window, yes, that's definitely a felony. But I'm not sure if they have to break your window.
Yeah. They actually
I know they'll amp up the charges as resisting, but I'm not sure if they're going to qualify it as a felony in every state.
well, sometimes they said like if we break your window, you're going to get charged for felony.
Well, yeah, like I said, it varies from different states.
Yeah.
Slide that out. Yeah, I need to look at that. Where's the actual agreement? Yeah. I need a copy of the rental agreement. Roll the window all the way down. Roll the window all the way down. Roll the window all the way down, dude. Yeah, you do. You know what? You're not free to leave. Stay here.
See, it's stuff like that. You're not free to leave. It's just shit like that. We just don't. You don't.
What are you gonna say, Chili? What? What? You don't what? They have to investigate. That's why they want him to stay over there. Because he is not complying to the police officer.
Traffic stop 41 northbound in Lost Arrow, requesting another unit, 733, 41 in Lost Arrow.
319 Fahrenheit.
Go ahead.
Just for your 43, the driver is wearing body armor.
And more.
The driver's wearing body armor? I didn't see the body armor. Did you? Maybe he is. I watched this last night. I didn't see any body armor.
Truth in front of your face, Chili. I'm not surprised you didn't see it.
Oh God.
District 3 to Fond du Lac County Point. District 3 to Fond du Lac County Point. Okay.
So he did give his driver's license, right? Because I see it at the beginning.
Resources, can you just run a CH and check for any felony convictions, please? Drive log and resource.
Okay, so now there's a couple of things here that are kind of important that I want to point out because there's bigger points I'm going to make at the end of this video. But listen to what he says right here, and then you can correlate that to yourself.
The driver, I have logged and resources. Can you just run a CH and check for any felony convictions, please?
And more.
Wow. Holy crap.
Ignorant thing.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with race.
Holy crap. That's nasty. They have to go for the raise. Look at that. I'm not reading that, but I'm just pointing it like that. That's, yo, man. What a ignorant.
Point is the suspicion that he might be up to something. Normal people don't go around wearing body armor every day.
Right.
And they certainly don't do 109 going down the road.
Exactly. Exactly. Following the speed limit can save lives.
I already saw this last night, so I don't want to bore you with some stuff that's boring. We just don't need to watch it.
So we're running a CH on him right now. I'm not seeing any felony
We're running a CH on him. I'm not seeing any felonies.
convictions in Wisconsin, but he's got a vest on. He's just being wildly uncooperative.
He's being wild. Wild is I don't like cops. I don't want to get out of the car for cops. And that's wild.
Wildly uncooperative moron.
Yeah. What is he talking about? Why is he inventing words about this thing?
Because this is what he does. He takes something and changes it to fit his objective.
Since when? Why is that wild?
Pulled him over for 109.
He doesn't want to roll down the window for cops.
Yeah, and then he was being wildly uncooperative.
And then listen what he says when he says he's going 109. The other cop says Jesus is what he says.
If I pulled him over for 109. Yeah, and then he was stopped partially in traffic. I'm like,
Yes,
just move over.
that is a pretty hefty speed to be going down the road at, which is not a highway.
He rolled the window down like maybe a half inch, just enough to slide the ID out. I couldn't see. He's got a backpack sitting in the front passenger seat, and he got all kinds of argumentative, saying like, "You don't fucking smell anything. You don't smell no weed." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Doesn't matter. Roll the window down." And he wasn't having it. So.
And how come you think that is? Why do you think people don't want to roll the window down or get out of the car for cops? There's a hint on the thumbnail. Because they grab you and they attack you and they put you in torture cuffs.
No, Chili. That's not okay. That's it's not the case. Okay. Police officer pulled over a person and asked for driver's license and the proof of his insurance for his car. And now, if you don't comply to the police officer, everything can get worse. Like, for example, this person is not even rolling down his window. You know, that's acting suspiciously already. You know what I mean? That is already... That is already like, obviously, the police officer is gonna think that he's very suspicious.
I don't want to roll my window down for you. I don't trust you. Video after video after video has shown us that if I roll my window down, you might grab me or reach in and open my door and then grab me. And then I'm subjected to whatever tyranny you want to put on me. And it's all justified because of Terry versus Ohio.
No. Okay? No. They only gonna pull you out of the car if you have warrant. If they find out that you have warrant of arrest.
Or you have a weapon and refuse to get out.
Exactly.
As of right now, this guy is suspicious.
Exactly.
In anyone's common sense theory except Chili's, apparently. He's wearing body armor, he has a backpack, and he's doing 109 down the road. All of these are not normal. It's very abnormal behavior and will make people suspicious.
Exactly.
With all of the shootings in all these places going on, nobody blames anybody for being extra cautious.
Right. Well, if I was this cop, I would do the same thing. I would call my backup because I don't know what this man is capable of. Why is he acting suspicious? Why is he not rolling down his window? And he's being argumentative to me. Well, you know, obviously I would call to back up. You know?
It's also natural to want backup and not have to sit there and face it by yourself.
Right.
We all know Chili wouldn't face it by himself, so why does he expect anybody else to?
Said it was a rental. He had a card.
He had a card with his name on it and Hertz on it and the dates he had the rental from and when it ended. Don't act like you didn't see anything legitimate. You did.
From Hertz, I believe is what it was, but he wasn't going to slide it out.
And why do you think that is?
He didn't say.
You didn't ask him.
353 is the citizen.
He lives in Oshkosh. He's going the right direction.
Alright, Chili, he's been asking the person and he's not complying. It's so hard to talk to a person if the person was really argumentative. It's so hard to have a conversation with the person if the person is really argumentative.
What's that?
He just has his foot on the brakes right now.
Yeah.
He lives in Oshkosh and he's going the right direction, heading back toward Oshkosh. Well, what if he was going the other way? And then he's going the wrong direction? He's not allowed to travel in this country. He has to go according to wherever his ID says he lives. He has to be heading that way.
So,
Alright, okay. Chili. Yeah, he's allowed to travel. If he is traveling with a motor vehicle, it requires a driver's license. He can travel whatever he wants to. He can take a bus or anything like that. That doesn't require a driver's license. But if he's driving a motor vehicle, he have to show his driver's license. He have to have a driver's license.
There's so many telling things in this video, which is why I'm showing it.
Are you gonna pull him out or?
Unless you're reading the room incorrectly, as usual.
Yeah.
probably just to keep an eye on him at the very least at this point.
Probably just to keep an eye on him at the very least at this point. You pulled him over.
Because
He didn't need
be a potential threat, you dope.
Right.
you to keep an eye on him before you pulled him over. He doesn't need you to keep an eye on him when you pulled him over. He doesn't need you at all. You're like asshole B. I don't need asshole B when I have asshole A. You are unneeded, unnecessary, and unwanted.
It's like I don't want him reaching around in there, but I mean, like,
He's got to roll his window down and talk to you too.
yeah, I know that's part of it. So
I mean, up to you if you want to go halfway through distance and leave him in the car.
talk to him.
Did you just hear what that pig said? Listen carefully. What happens to you when you get out of the car? You get put in torture cuffs. Put it in the comment section.
It's not torture cuffs. It's handcuffs.
Moron, and it's for everybody's safety, including his. And guess what? That doesn't qualify as any certain race. Had it been any race, it would get the same treatment.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter your race, doesn't matter your sex, nothing.
When you get out of the car, you get put in torture cuffs. It's just that simple. And listen to what this other pig says. And this is the more sensible of the two pigs.
I mean, up to you if you want to go halfway through distance and leave him in the car.
It makes no sense to leave him in the car. According to who? According to what world? We want nothing to do with you guys. We want no interaction with you at all. If you got to write me a ticket, do it. And leave me the flock alone.
Talk to him at least just to figure out why he's all.
What? That's not
The
how.
rules apply to him too, because we don't want to have to deal with him either.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that cops, like the one that we watched earlier? The one that gave him a ticket? Is like, you can do whatever the fuck you want in here. Bye. Here in United States.
Yeah.
And that dumb pig leaves his car 40 yards behind the other car. Why doesn't he pull it up?
You know why? Because the police officer care about their own safety. Because you never, like I said, you never know what this man's capable of. He is...
Unlike you, Chili, he has a home and probably a family to go home to.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of his prior convictions I saw.
You know, because normal people don't have their family members getting restraining orders against them.
I don't know what DCs are. He said the only thing he has is DCs on his record, which I don't know what that means.
Then stop assuming. Stop assuming if you don't know.
He has anger management issues because he doesn't like cops. I'm not angry. I'm a very loving, good person. I love to play with my dog. I love children. I love women. I love my,
Bullshit. Wishing bone cancer to all children? You love children, right?
Waiting for a woman to be stabbed in a domestic violence before he gets arrested. That's loving women.
Right? That's exactly what he wants. That's the law that he wants.
You know, if I had a girlfriend, I would love my girlfriend. I love my family. I don't have anger issues. I don't like cops.
Again,
And when I
gonna call bullshit.
Yeah, me too. I called it bullshit.
get around them, I don't like you. I don't want to be around you. You are the fear, the terror, the darkness, the evil in this country. I want nothing.
Okay, alright. What do you think would happen if there's no law enforcement? What do you think would happen to United States if there is no law enforcement, no ruler or anything like that? And let's say, let's give a weapon from all the criminals in the world. What do you think would happen? Because this is what he wants. What do you think would happen if that is the case? It'll be chaos. It'll be,
Chaos is what he wants.
yeah, it'll be a wild west. There is a lot of murder everywhere that's gonna happen.
Nothing to do with you.
All right. Step out of the car for a second. 'Cause I'm going to talk to you back here, all right? It's either that or you got to roll the window down, man.
That's all I do.
Okay.
You give me my ticket for speeding, and let me go home so I can get some sleep. I am tired.
You're amplifying this needlessly, though. It doesn't have to be like this. So I'm giving you a lawful directive to do
And again, if you would have been complying to the police officer, this is not gonna happen. Of course, he's gonna call his backup just in case. And if you are complying with the police officers, you know, be respectful and all that stuff, show your driver's license and all that stuff. It's not gonna get worse. Yeah, you'll get a ticket. You'll get a ticket to take care of. But if you were not complying like this, it can get worse. It can get worse.
that at this point. Huh? I know. Okay. Well, you still need to provide liability insurance, all right? And that's part of the, process of running a vehicle.
This is another car. I got insurance on this car. I swear to God, I paid the extra $100
Okay.
with insurance on it.
Okay. Okay.
But I just go home and see my kids.
Why were you driving that fast?
Oh, whoa. Be careful. It's not so much that I'm telling you to have respect for these pigs. I'm not. I'm telling you, don't be grabbing bags and ripping them around and putting your hands down in those bags. These guys are not going to murder him. But if you got a Derek Chauvin who pulled you over,
Why are you driving so fast?
Follow phobias. This is my horror movie. It's on YouTube. Follow me. Instead of harassing me for a ticket. Okay, if I was speeding, just give me my ticket. I know I wasn't speeding. I'll take you to court. I'll give you a motion to discover a motion of inquiry.
Okay.
Did you change the batteries on that speedometer?
Well, another thing, if you were speeding and then you fight with it, on a court, you're still not gonna win.
Even if he did, and his whole argument right now is hinting towards the batteries. I've got news for you. Those are changed every day, with extra batting packs in case needed. In some of the older models, they don't last all day.
Right.
They are put on a charger as soon as the officer is off duty. They're on that charger until they're fully charged.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't just say it's a battery issue.
Yeah.
Do that? No, you did it. And I know you did it. So it's not going to hold up in court.
What are you talking about?
Did you change the battery? Did you change the clutch on the speedometer?
the clutch on the speedometer. See, he's so busy trying to invent an excuse.
Right.
It's not gonna work.
See, what the cops is like, the cops is like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because he's not making sense. His irrational behavior right now is what's getting him looked at suspiciously.
Exactly. And the cops is backing up like little by little because you never know what this man is capable of. Instead of just like I said, instead of like complying, this.
At least be polite.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be this aggressive. You did wrong. You have to be a man. Say, yeah, I was going that fast. I'm sorry. It would have went different.
Right. Right. Instead.
And I'm not dismissing that 109 is a little slip up. There's no way he couldn't feel that he wasn't going that fast. From somebody who knows fast cars and has driven very fast, you know you're going fast.
Exactly.
What speedometer did you change the clutch?
My speedometer has nothing to do with how I calculated your speed. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
With a speedometer, right?
Step out of the car.
Why?
Now.
He tried to open his door.
Well, it's because he was acting suspiciously and he doesn't
He's
make
asking
any
him
sense.
to get out of the car.
Yeah. He's asking him to get out of the car.
What do you think happens if he gets out of that car? It's a fair question.
And it's called detainment, which is pretty common sense, especially when you're being this aggressive.
What's going to happen to him if he gets out of the car? I think we all know what will happen to him. He will immediately be put in torture cuffs. He might be put in the back of the car and strapped into the cage in the back of the...
Torture, Chili.
No, it's not torture. See, he's saying it wrong again. He's saying everything wrong again.
Pig Shack mobile. They might assault him. They might hit him. They might taser him. They might kick him. They might punch him. They might fear for their lives and shoot him. He gets out and he's herky-jerky, moving around because he's...
The times you've been in cuffs, I haven't seen you get tased once, despite wanting it.
Right? Right.
Because if you got tased one time, you would not be complaining about handcuffs, which are in no way torture.
Well, another thing is, it's not just one race that gets this. It's every race that gets this. If they were resisting, if they keep on moving all the time, there's a possibility that, yeah, they can get tased. It's not a torture. They can get tased in order for them to stop. Or they can get maced because they were resisting. They were still...
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's also called stop breaking the law, asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Stop breaking the law.
free and he doesn't want to be subjected to this tyranny. If he gets out of the car, what happens to him? You guys tell me in the comments. Just let me know what will happen to him. If that cop had opened his door, what would have been the first thing that happened to him?
Because I'm going to talk to you back here, all right? Related your speed. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
With a speedometer, right?
Step out of the car.
Why?
Now.
Why?
Because I'm going to talk to you back here, all right? I'm not playing this game. Step out of the vehicle. Get out of the car, man.
Oh, my Lord.
You got to get out of the car. It's not illegal. You got to step out of the car. The sooner you step out of this car, the sooner we can get on with our way, all right?
Get out for what? So you can torture him.
Well, the cop... No. They're not going to torture him, okay? They wanted to help him out. I mean, the cops is being polite to him. I mean, what did he say? Step out of the vehicle, please. Step out of the vehicle, please.
How sensitive do you think he is? Like a slight little touch on the arm, it's automatically a bruise.
Right.
I mean, handcuffs are not torture by any means.
No, it's not. It's not a torture. They made that for a reason. It's not
Yeah,
just
so they can't pull a weapon. They're gonna have a harder time running away. There's a load of reasons why detainment is necessary, especially in somebody so aggressive.
right. Like I said, it's not just for the cop's safety, it's for everybody's safety. It's for everyone's safety. That's why they have a handcuffs. It's not a torture cops, it's a handcuffs. Okay?
Torture cuffs are always torture.
No, it's not a torture.
If he gets out of the car, he's going to be put in torture cuffs.
Your conduct is dictating how this traffic stop is going right now.
His
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes, his conduct, Chili. He's unnecessarily aggressive. There's no reason for it.
Conduct? You mean the history of how cops have treated us for decades and decades and decades? But it's his conduct?
Let me guess, he's gonna go for a race again.
Oh, you know it. And it has nothing to do with race.
Exactly.
Every race gets put in handcuffs when they break the law.
Like what you said, stop breaking the law, asshole.
Yeah.
I don't sell drugs. I don't do drugs. My drugs making horror shit. My drugs making a quick too. Leave me alone, sir. I'm looking you dead in your eyes. Leave me alone, Mr. Bryant.
Get out of the car.
So, in case you guys don't know, Pennsylvania versus Mims is an extension of Terry versus Ohio. Without Terry versus Ohio, there is no Pennsylvania versus Mims. Without Pennsylvania versus Mims, the cop can't order you out of the car in the name of his safety. But does the cop look like he's afraid for his safety?
Okay, all of those words that he said, Pennsylvania versus Mims or Terry versus Ohio, has nothing to do with this guy that's getting pulled over.
Absolutely.
If you Google that, Pennsylvania versus Mims, none of this are none of his, none of the words is connected to this. For this,
I wouldn't even consider Googling it, just look up the actual case law.
yeah,
Because there was extra stuff in there. However, what Chili is uneducated about, because he just chooses to ignore education, is they were able to do this before Terry versus Ohio.
right.
They have always had the right to do this. It's just that the guy argued that they didn't in Terry versus Ohio, and he lost.
Yeah, is the cops gonna what you call it? Is the cops gonna hand search the person? Yes, they have to. They have to. The reason why is because they want to find out if the person was actually carrying anything that can harm anybody, or the cops, or anyone around him. You never know. You never know. That's the reason why they were doing a body search on a person, whether it's male or female, or any color of the skin. I'm not even gonna say that, but like I said, we're all human beings. We're all the same. We all get that. We all get that. We all get arrested if we don't follow the law. If you break the law, yeah, you're gonna get arrested. If you play the stupid games, yeah, you're gonna win the stupid prizes. That's what it is. No matter how color of skin you are.
Safety?
Absolutely, and guess what? Every group has that small group, larger groups, of course, are going to have more. But every group has their asshole. And not every cop is a bad cop. And he tries to push this agenda where every cop is a bad cop. And that is simply not true.
Yeah, no, it's not true. Not all the cops are bad. Okay, let's say there is a bad cop and there's a good cop. That there's the reason why they have a body cam. So the body cam will show if they were doing bad or good. That's see that answers your question. If they were doing bad, it'll
The restrictions on the body cams are being put into place to stop people like Chili from saying that they turn the body cams off.
right.
A lot of them, they can't turn the body cams off. It is automatically transferred back being watched by other people.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, he doesn't. The cop wants to take dominion over another free American. He wants to put him in torture cuffs and control him and be in charge of his bodily functionality. He wants to have total dominion over this man. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. But just remember, without Terry versus Ohio, we don't have Pennsylvania versus Mims.
Yeah, you're driving 109 miles an hour on the interstate today. That's how this works.
Give me my ticket so I can go. That's last week. Y'all bullying. Y'all just wasting my time bullying.
Okay.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to
God,
do live.
why?
Show you how stupid y'all sound.
Okay, so you may not agree with him that he's not complying to this jackboot thug pig. The better questions, though, are, is this man a danger to society in his vehicle? No. Has this man hurt another person?
Yes, he absolutely is. Going 109 down that road, yes, he is a danger to society in that car.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
sure if he would have looked at Brooks's case, he would have said he wasn't a danger. Look how much damage that man did with a car. And he wasn't even doing 100. Or I should say over 100.
There's a lot of possibility. There's a lot of accident that can happen if you were not following the speed limits. If you were over speeding. Yeah. This is why there's a lot of accidents that was happening.
Was it going 109? You're a danger to yourself.
Yeah,
Not just society, but also yourself.
exactly.
Because if something were in the road, you couldn't stop, you could flip, you could cause another accident, hitting another car, you could kill yourself. I mean, there's a lot of potential accidents there.
There is. There is. But, with Chili, he doesn't think about that. He never think about that.
No, because he only thinks about himself and his grandism.
Person? No. Was this man called in as though he had left someone bleeding in the streets? No. Did the cop run this man's driver's license and find that he only had DC's driving citations? I think it's only DC's driving citations. That's all he has on his record. And Exposed fully has it right. Pennsylvania versus Mims, a BS racist law based on Terry. I believe Pennsylvania versus Mims is going to be 1977. 1977? I always get 76 and 70 because South Dakota versus Opperman is 76. South Dakota versus Opperman allows the cops to impound your car and inventory it. They're not searching your car, they're inventorying
Again,
it.
had nothing to do with race.
Yeah, exactly. He
In both case laws, it had nothing to do with race.
no.
But he has to push that agenda for his people. because they believe everything he says, even though he's wrong.
To secure your items for you. So I often confuse the year of Pennsylvania versus Mims with South Dakota versus Opperman. Pennsylvania versus Mims is based on racism. 100% based on racism. Got to get that enter out of the car in 1975 when Harry Mims was pulled over by a white cop and had to get him out of the car. And when Harry Mims had a gun on him after he got him out of the car and he arrested him, then it was all justified. As soon as they get to the Supreme Court, that evil black guy, Harry Mims, he had a gun. That cop, good thing he made him get out of the car, because if he didn't, Harry.
Wow. You got to be a racist piece of shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
he always has to go there.
Harry Mims was going to become a rampage shooter. Why can't you have a gun in the car? How come you can't? Why can't you have a firearm or a weapon in your car? Why can't you?
You absolutely can, but you have to tell the officers that you have it, even back then. And you have to be registered for it, unlike your illegal guns, Chili.
Right, and he wants all the criminals to have a firearms with them.
He wants people to die before they're arrested, is what he wants.
Yeah.
Because he thinks you shouldn't be able to be arrested due to anything other than killing somebody. There has to be a victim. Even if the victim is a potential victim, and it hasn't happened yet because the officer was there to prevent the crime.
That's chilly. That's chilly.
And still not want to kill cops. Is that a rational thought, that you want to have a firearm or a weapon in your car and you still don't want to kill cops? Whoa. You mean
I've got news for you, even as a cop, and you're pulled over by another cop, they have that suspicion. You have to say, yes, I have a firearm and it is here. And guess what? Cops pull over cops every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So his whole agenda of, oh, well, they're the only ones that get to have that and they never get pulled over, it's all BS.
Exactly. Well, no matter what you are, no matter who you are, even though if you were a mayor of the states, or even though if you were governor of the states, or police officers of the states, if you are not following the law and you break the law, expect that you're gonna get pulled over or gonna get arrested, no matter what crime you did. It doesn't matter who you are when it comes to the law.
I could have a gun on my side, be pulled over by the cops, and I don't want to kill the cops? Yes, that's true. I carry a gun all the time. I got my gun right here. When do I want to kill a cop? If a cop comes around, then all of a sudden I want to kill him? No, I don't. I do not want to kill a cop today. I don't want to kill anybody ever. I never want to kill another human being ever. I have a gun so the humans can't kill me. But this man has body armor on, so he's a threat to the cop.
If somebody pulled a gun on you and killed you, you wouldn't have time to pull your gun and kill them.
Right? Where is this idea coming from, by the way? What the heck is he thinking
Flying
about?
out his ass like most thoughts do.
You got to get him out of the car because he's a threat to the cop. Why is he a threat to the cop? Because they teach these pigs that we want to kill them, that they're in danger at all times, that the entire job is about their safety. But remember, Pennsylvania versus Mims, not only a racist law, it could not exist without Terry versus Ohio. It wouldn't even be a thing we wouldn't be talking about right now.
No, because you called all of them. You called both of them like you had a problem with me. Like I'm flashed the gun or something.
Right, he's treating him as though he's done something horrifically wrong.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to put you on live and show you how stupid y'all sound. No, because you called all of them. You called both of them like you had a problem with me. Like Bored.
I can't tell.
Wyatt's got it right. He just see what Wyatt just put right there. Yep, cop can ask you out of the car, and it's perfectly legal, and you can't sue. And why is that? Because of Terry versus Ohio.
What was happening before Terry versus Ohio, you moron?
Exactly. It.
Guess what? Chili so was frisking.
What do you have in the back?
Lights, equipment,
Okay.
I
Okay.
just told you I'm still.
Okay. Why are you blowing this out of proportion then?
Why is you blowing a fucking ticket out of proportion?
Delete Lawz. Do you do this live stream daily? Chili?
Oh, you know it. Gotta come on, making himself seem like he's more important than he is.
Right.
Why is that? Because I'm black?
What is
No, it's because you didn't roll the
JBTP?
window down and you stopped partially in traffic and you failed to yield to an emergency vehicle by stopping on the median shoulder.
Okay, well, check this out.
You stopped in traffic.
He did not stop in traffic. He pulled to the left of the road. Maybe he doesn't know the proper protocols. Maybe he didn't know the proper procedure. And then when you asked
When you see the lights, Chili, it's common sense.
him to go to the left a little further, he did. He complied with what you asked, and he didn't drive off.
Only time you're supposed to have them lights on is if
You're always supposed to yield to the right.
You are supposed to yield to the right, but he made a mistake.
You're always supposed to yield to the right.
I hit anybody when I was going to speed limit. No, I wasn't. Did I run a red light? No, I didn't. So what the fuck is you fucking with? Just give me my ticket. No, I didn't. So what the fuck?
Look at the character that dude is. If he walked up to me to give me a ticket, I would probably just laugh. I'd go, dude, you look like such a character. You're like something out of World Police or something out of The Simpsons. He looks like just such a clown. I mean, did he?
What does his look have to do with anything?
Right. Now he is bullying.
He's always bullying because he is a bully.
Throw that cop stash?
He was going at an unacceptable rate of speed. Yeah, he may not have hit anybody, and he could have potentially if he wasn't pulled over. Would he have blown through a red light? Yes, because there's no way to stop for one if there was one. There's no way to stop for a stop sign going 109 without slowing down, buddy. Yeah, he put a lot of lives at risk.
Just so he could be a cop? Or did he grow the stash after he became a pig?
Is you fucking with? Just give me my ticket. I'm a fight. And let's move on. I ain't got nothing to hide. I look nervous.
I'm not saying you have anything to hide. I'm just asking why you're behaving like this.
I told you all the things. I had 12 tickets in 1 year.
Okay, there is no reason for him to hyped up and this behaving like this.
Exactly.
All he have to do is just comply and talk nicely to the police officer. Hello, Echo. Welcome to Empire. Welcome to our live stream.
I know this. I supposed to call up. I supposed to see it.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to get it to
Yeah.
actually join me in, I guess. I was having technical difficulties.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
It's not a drive. It's in park.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to flee. He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to go home to his kids. He already said it.
Well, if he wants to go home to his kids, why can't he? Why can't he instead follow what the cops are want him to do?
It's simple. Comply.
Yeah, comply. Comply to the police officer. Very simple, right? It's not
This traffic stop could have been done and over with already.
exactly. I mean, he would just get like citation or ticket and then deal with it in a court if he wants to fight with it. If he thinks that the cops was in wrong, he can fight it from the court instead of like arguing with the police officer and not rolling down your window. For right now, the police officer was seeing that he is acting suspiciously.
Listen to what the pig says to the other pig.
It's not in drive, it's in park.
Of course, because he's not going to flee the stop. Give him his ticket and let him go home. The whole stop.
Actually, you don't know that.
No.
With his rage and anger right now, he could potentially throw that drive and go.
Exactly.
Is extended for so long because you keep on insisting he gets out of the car. He gave you his license. You can give him a ticket for no insurance. You can give him a ticket for anything else. Just give him the tickets and let him go. Why do you have to get him out of the car? So you can torture him.
Huh? No, that's not how this works. You gotta roll the window down, man.
Why does he have to roll the window down? He rolled it down to give you his driver's license. You have his information. The Hertz tag lined up with his name and the dates he rented the car. He's heading back to his house, going the same way where his house is. Why does he have to get out of the car? Why does he have to roll the window down? So the pigs can attack him.
Okay, Chili, do I have to say this over and 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 over again? Come on, dude. Obviously. Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Can you hear me now, Echo? Sorry.
I can, but I cannot get the video to pull up to where I can see it. I don't
Oh,
know what's going on. This new Discord update, I guess, or something. I don't know what's going on with it.
okay, okay.
Like, I can see the video, it's just taking up a tenth of my phone screen, so I cannot see anything. I could just listen, though. I know it's Chili. I know he's gonna say some stupid shit, so...
He's been saying a lot of stupid shit right now.
If you have the little
Well, that's what he does.
And my Discord does that all the time.
Just what?
There should be a little box in the corner it says expand window. Mine does that too.
Yeah, I think they did that since they, I don't know, like they updated Discord or something like that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And it's been doing it to me too. Sometimes it doesn't even play the video. I have to leave and come back a few times.
Yeah. But anyways, well, that's, I mean, I don't have to repeat it over and over and over again. I'm sorry. But, you know, this person that gets pulled over, he was supposed to be rolling over his window and comply to the police officer. He would have been home by now if he is, you know, if he listens, if he complies to the police officer.
Am I wrong? Put a 1 in the chat if I'm correct.
Yeah, you do.
Where's my warrant?
Huh?
Where's my warrant?
What warrant?
To me,
This is a lawful traffic stop. You don't get to dictate. You don't
See
get.
it lighting up, but it's not saying anything.
Oh, no, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking for something. I lost my, I'll be right back.
Okay. Take your time, dude.
Get to dictate how this goes. That's not how this works.
you're supposed to be here to protect yourself. Not here to harass me. You said I had a
This
ticket.
isn't
You
harassment.
said I was speeding,
Yeah, you were.
Don't I have my speeding ticket? Why ain't you working on that? You want to get out the car for someone.
Yep.
Y'all sitting there, y'all don't do nothing.
Yeah, citing officer safety concerns at this point.
I'm trying to go home, go to sleep. I do all types of shit. But you got a ticket, but you ain't gonna support me. You ain't gonna watch me.
I got it. I see the video now.
Okay, pretty cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Why is it so hard to pull down your window? Why is it so hard to comply to the police officer? It's not like the police officer is gonna hurt them or anything like that. Like, they were just gonna ask them a question and ask them if they have a driver's license and the proof of their insurance.
And I just find it weird because it's a human being. Why are you afraid to talk to another human being, bro? They work the same, they eat, they do everything that you do. Why
Exactly.
not just talk to them? I think if people quit looking at them as the police and just looked at them as humans, we wouldn't have all the issues with dealing with cops and stuff. I think it's because they treat them as something other that causes problems.
Right, right.
And at the end of the day, they're people, just like you.
Exactly.
It should be easy to like understand. Like, hey man, you caught me. My bad.
Right, and,
Yeah, like,
go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was just gonna say, like, I've been pulled over like 4 or 5 times, and most of the time they just let me go because they understand I'm not doing anything stupid. They just know I goofed up. I wasn't paying attention to my speed and whatnot.
I mean, they're not gonna do anything bad to you. All they want to do is just help you. Why are you doing that? Why are you
Trying
doing?
to understand why you're doing, what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. That's what exactly it is. But if you are not complying to the police officers, they're gonna think suspicious about you. Why?
And you're gonna make things worse.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna make things worse.
The more you try to beat heads with them and be stubborn, the more they're the same way with you. Obviously,
You get
treat others the way you want to be treated. If you treat them like they're out to get you or something, then maybe they will be out to get you. But you're
Exactly.
kind of asking for it in the same sense.
Well, see, that's this guy. He was doing 109, and he started off combative.
Well, see, if you're going 109, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, stop breaking the law.
Well, what do you think the cop's going to do? Give you a handshake?
Right.
Oh, congrats. You hit 109 miles per hour on a local freeway where it's clearly noted as 65.
You break the what you call this? You break the record. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yep.
The land speed record for that highway. So, I've never seen a Kawasaki Ninja or something like that going
Right.
200 on this freeway. It's like, you ain't really special.
You can't do that.
Yep.
If you ain't had no speedometer, then that shit's gonna get dropped.
It was with a laser.
I know y'all was going to call me a boy. That's why you pulled me over.
Okay, that car just made me jump scare. Sorry.
Now check this out. This to me is so sick.
What happened? Oh, I thought you were saying something. My bad. My bad.
He says, now this cop, he's going to try the good cop, bad cop thing here. And then this other cop, the original pig who pulls him over, now he's got to go stand in traffic. I mean, I thought everything was about public safety.
Chili, like, commenting over the video?
Yes, he is. He is
I
commenting.
thought you guys had like a soundboard or something.
Nah.
Like,
That was actually Chili commenting about this traffic stop.
it doesn't sound like chili. To me, at least.
He says he's sick.
Probably change his voice for being sick.
Sick in the fucking head. He's a fucking weirdo.
He is.
Sorry.
Not some serious downer sick.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got back from the hospital after ODing.
Yeah, he's gonna say something about this, like,
It's way too mellow. This is more than sick.
yeah. I bet.
Of course, allegedly.
Safety. Watch this cop have to walk and stand 1 foot from traffic going by at 60 miles an hour. I'll pass on that. Someone's texting, someone's playing on Snapchat, and then I'm dead. I'll pass on standing 1 foot from the yellow line of the freeway.
Says the person who streams while driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Highway safety and whatnot
And a
to
lot
do.
That's the reason why he always get pulled over. Focusing on his stream while he was driving. And not even following the speed limits.
That's terrible. I mean, honestly, for me only being like, what, 24 years old, the fact that I don't even like to go on my phone at all when I drive. I have it up in a mountain at a stoplight, I'll change my music, but that is it. Like, texting and driving, I'll pull into a gas station or
Yeah, pull
somewhere
somewhere.
that I can pull into.
Pull
I
somewhere
refuse to be on
safe.
my phone while I'm driving. The
Right.
fact that people are screaming and doing it,
Well, you can clearly see
Beyond
he's
me.
not watching the road.
Yeah, pull somewhere safe. If you were gonna text. Or
And yes, Chili, we are always going to call you out on that. Because it's not safe.
Now, so the man in the car has now jumped on a call. I believe he's on a call right now, or he's streaming live on TikTok or on Instagram.
how do you know that?
Chili, streaming live on TikTok and Instagram. Holy chili.
Right? According to Chili. Exactly. How'd you know that, Chili? How'd you know that?
Oh my god.
He's talking from personal experience.
He's got a black vest on, black carrier. Yeah, he made a point in saying he's like, I'm not a felon, you can check. And I'm like, all right, well, I didn't see any felony convictions in Wisconsin, so.
Okay, so then just give him his ticket.
That's okay, that's not how it works, man. That's not if the man
They gotta background check, see if you have warrants. They can't. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, we stopped you for this. Let's just give you a ticket and send you on your way. Like, they kind of know who you are.
Exactly.
Like, this dude could be a serial killer that has like 10 bodies. Like, and he's on the run. They like broke him out of jail. Did you hear about the guy that broke out of jail in Pennsylvania too? Yeah, they caught him a while ago. But
Well, see, and this is the other thing. The guy is wearing body armor, and he has a big backpack. And they haven't been able to get in the vehicle to make sure he's unarmed.
Yeah, well, if he has body armor, I'm assuming he's armed.
Yeah, exactly. And Chili
Uh,
doesn't get that.
Yeah, if he's wearing body armor to protect against bullets, you don't think he has a couple of bullets and guns on it for himself? Like, common logic says he's going to war with somebody. You don't just drive around with body armor on.
Right. And,
He's got like level 4 plates, like he's ready to take like
and then
AR-15 shots.
and then then Chili said that look at this cops. I don't want to say pigs.
The cops are ridiculous because he's
Yeah.
beeping it up because he's wearing body armor.
Yeah, and then he said, like, look at this. He had to call his backup.
Chili would find it suspicious why the cops are messing with the person more when they were wearing body armor. Dude, if I was a cop or something, I saw somebody in a car wearing body armor, I'd be like, going to war? What are you, National Guard or something? Why in the fuck are you wearing armor?
Right.
Are you really that targeted by people where you feel the need to put on body armor to drive your Kia Soul powered by hamsters? Shout out to the dads if people get that.
Yeah, of course. Like, obviously the cop will call back up for it because they never know.
Somebody driving a Kia Soul is wearing body armor.
Yeah.
Not only that, but nowadays with everything going on where there's so many shootings, you would want to take that extra precaution. To me, somebody not taking that extra precaution is just not aware or doesn't understand common sense.
If I was living out in North Carolina, yeah, I'd definitely be played it up. But I don't really need to. Where I'm at now. Small town, I grew up here. I know there's no crime.
Hmm.
You just never know who breezes through where, though. And I'm sure a lot of these mall shootings and stuff that have happened in small towns, they never saw it coming. And then you had the Amish school shooting. I mean, you just never know.
Yeah.
I don't know, with mall shootings and all that stuff, where I reside at now, pretty much everybody carries a gun. So even if there is a shooting, he's going to get dropped by somebody else pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that factor of you never know. And you see somebody wearing body armor, going so fast, you don't know what their intention is.
Yeah, I would assume it's pretty bad. Be like, you look like you're ready for war. Where the fuck is this war? And why are you this strapped up?
Right.
Like, you look like a military soldier. And why? You're gonna work?
You're just driving around. Like, what the heck? Why are you prepared for
And the
something
thing is
that...
I'm just going to see my kids. Why are you wearing body armor to go see your kids?
Right?
That, again, would be a red flag for me.
Yeah.
They like to shoot M80s at them and put a little goof with an M1911 or something. I don't know. Dude's weird. I don't get the whole body armor thing. Especially, he's driving like Kia Soul. Like, I could understand if like he was in like the Dodge Charger environment to where those get stolen all the time. But it's a Kia Soul, bro. Nobody's gonna kill you over a Kia Soul.
It seems really excessive.
Like, you're just not in any environment. I don't find anything that he's doing to be necessary. The whole speeding thing, body armor, it's just weird.
It is.
But Chili, none of this stuff is a red flag.
Yeah. Yep. For Chili, none of this is red flag.
I would find it a red. Just the fact that somebody's wearing body armor is just a huge red flag. Just in general, like anybody out in public that's just wearing body armor, it's like, who are you? What exactly are you afraid of to make you feel the need to put on plates? Especially with him, he's just going and seeing his kids.
Yeah.
Where's the threat in going and seeing your kids?
Right.
No, there's no gun. Why are you so concerned about a gun? He doesn't want to shoot you. Even if you did see a gun, he still doesn't want to shoot you.
You don't know that, Chili. How many officers have gone up to a traffic stop thinking it is going to be routine and gotten shot? You cannot know the person's intentions if you pull over, especially when they're wearing body armor. They're going to start some shit somewhere.
And it's also, I would say it's, for like as many people that say it's more nerve-wracking for like looking in your rearview mirror and seeing a cop walk up to your car, I would say it's a lot more nerve-wracking for them walking up to a car that they can't really see inside of, not knowing what you could have. Like they could pull up to your window and you could just have a pistol or a Glock or something aimed right at their head. They have no idea. They can not see inside your car all that well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you have tinted windows. I had tinted windows in my car, and you cannot see a thing inside of my car. Unless I roll down a window or something. But
There's a reason that the cops go up behind your car and touch your car. And that is in case that scenario happens, their prints are there.
it says your taillight,
Yep.
so there are fingerprints on it,
Hood.
so they know it's been stopped.
Duty belt on or anything?
No, pig. Only you pigs wear duty belts.
Maybe like security insignia?
No, he said he was filming a horror movie, I guess, but I don't know. He's got a couple decent convictions in Wisconsin, but nothing rises above his level.
He just said earlier, if you didn't hear it, he's been pulled over 12 times this year, is what he said.
I believe it if it's going 109 down the road.
I was gonna say, I was like, what is the argument against? Like, what's the argument for this guy? He's going 109. Like, what grounds are you defending on, Chili? I really don't get why you'd have any problem with this.
Don't get
What
me.
the funny thing was at the start of it, and he's like, well, he was going 109, and Chili immediately pauses the video and goes, well, the cop was doing 109 to chase him. Duh. No shit, Sherlock.
What do you want? What do you want them to do? Like chase them with 60 miles, and then that the person that they were chasing is doing 109 miles? Like, what the hell, dude?
Chili thinks we live in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, where if your car moves too fast, over a certain speed, the cops don't even bother chasing you. Like, this is not Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, bro. You see somebody speeding, the cops are gonna be on you. There's a reason why their cars are built to go that fast.
Oh man.
Like, I mean, unless you're in like a Lamborghini Huracan with the exhaust upgrades and all that shit done, like, yeah, the cops are pretty much gonna catch up to you every time, and it's for a good reason, because you don't need to go that fast.
Yeah.
Comes from somebody who is a car enthusiast. I go to car meets and all that all the time. I love to see fast cars.
And yeah, and of course the cops is gonna.
Do all that.
Yeah, of course the cops is gonna match his speed because, they have to chase him. They have to chase the car, the person that was speeding, if you know what I mean.
I mean, what was the cop supposed to do realistically? Just sit there and say, somebody else will catch him. And then he gets into an accident off the road. The cops are like, I should have stopped him. No, they're not gonna let that accident happen. They're there to prevent this stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of, like, there was one time I was leaving work, actually, when I lived down in North Carolina, and it was like an old Chevy pickup truck. Had to be like 90s or something. He was going like 110, flew by me, and I was going 70. And later down the road, he got in an accident with an SUV. I recognized the truck, and yeah, no, people are getting out of the cars, covered in blood, and everything. It's unfortunately, yes, some people try to speed and they cannot handle that much power, and they end up wrecking people. It sucks. I know everybody wants to go fast, have fun a little bit, open it up, as they say.
Oh yeah.
But some people just can't.
That.
They don't know how to drive at those speeds.
So we're at 21:30 here. I want to show you guys something, and this is pretty important. So I want to show it to you. So these cops, fortunately, for this man at 21 minutes and 30 seconds, they're pretty reasonable. We're gonna come right back to this timestamp. But this is the guy named Geronimo Yanez. This is
Here we go. Here's doxing again.
the guy who murdered Philip.
I will give points to Chili. He did say the cops are being pretty reasonable at this point. This is something that's a first for me to hear from Chili. Saying the cops are being reasonable. Then he tries to bend it in the opposite direction.
Oh yeah, he's
To where they could be extremely reasonable, and you'll be like, they're just out to get everybody. It's like, this is weird. Hearing him say they've been reasonable. This is wild to me. They don't say they've been reasonable.
But of course, right now he's trying to push his agenda because this case that he's bringing up right now has absolutely nothing to do with the traffic stop.
Oh, this case, I did not hear about it.
Philando Castile. He shot him the second he said I have a gun in the car, and then he shot him. It was real quick. The jury.
There's more to the story than that, Chili.
Oh, definitely.
Like, cops understand that people have concealed carry permits. They're not just gonna I have a gun in the car and just immediately just, gangster style shoot him with a pistol. That doesn't exactly go down like that.
No.
Well, I mean, Chili, he thinks everything's a movie scene.
Right.
More like the guy probably said, oh, I have a gun in the car. Look. This is my gun. I'm gonna point it right at you, and that's probably why the cop shot him.
Oh man.
I'll have to look into this case a little bit more because obviously Chili probably didn't look much into it.
No, he doesn't.
In the slightest. He just heard cop gun down man in the car and just kind of ran with it probably.
Yeah. And then I mean, this has nothing to do with the person that gets pulled over.
No, absolutely. But again, neither did Terry versus Ohio or Pennsylvania versus Mims. And he brought those up too.
Found Jimeno not guilty of murdering Philando Castile. He murdered him in 2 seconds flat and then stood there spazzing out. And the woman kept her calm, and she was like, you got to calm down.
Isn't he Spanish too? Like, how come he cannot read that? That's a Hispanic name.
Man.
Well, I mean, he screws up simple math, so of course he's going to screw up the name.
And again, this has nothing to do with that thing, with that case. And he's still pushing it.
I was gonna say, Chili must have. He must not be in his dreams.
Yeah.
Going back to his roots or whatever. Until he speaks it fluently.
Where I argued with Chili about the woman that got killed. And yeah, it was a very sad case. She made a lot of bad choices and tried to hit the cop with a car. And even in his opinion on that one, the cop was at fault. So, I mean, nothing that anybody does that is a criminal is ever going to be pointed at by Chili and saying, you shouldn't have done that. It's always the cop trying to prevent somebody from getting hurt who's in the wrong.
Yeah, it's just nitpicking, is what it is. People congratulate cops on doing the good thing, or the right thing,
Yep.
or anything like that. It's just everybody, though. Just nitpicking. Nowadays. If they want something to fit their argument, they nitpick, find specific examples. But if it's something against them, they'll never talk about it. That's why I don't watch the news or anything, because to me the news is just nitpicking too.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find out what happened to him after this. Hired by Fort Worth Police Department. So he left Minnesota and went down to Texas, where they just love cop killing people. Following the recent high-profile resignation of Aaron Dean, the officer who shot and killed an unarmed black woman, Fort Worth police have decided to replace Dean with former St. Anthony's police officer Geronimo Yanez. You guys remember Aaron Dean shot that black woman when he walked up to her house? Shot her through her own window.
Why is that funny to you? Why is a woman getting shot bloody hilarious, Chili?
I'm gonna say, we're talking about people getting killed by other people. Why are we laughing? This should be a very serious subject and should not be taken lightly. And yet we're laughing.
He reports about a woman getting shot. It's hilarious to him, but he loves women. Yeah, sure, Chili.
It's just any human life. We're talking about somebody who got killed. There should never be any laughing involved.
Exactly.
Like, even now, I'd love to laugh at like what Joe's saying and whatever he's doing. But with the topic that's been brought up through the video, I can't bring myself to that. Because I feel bad for like the parents of, the lady. Unfortunately, she probably did something wrong. I don't know.
I do too. Like, it's not something to laugh about.
Bigger picture. I don't think just human shot human. I think human shot human that was a daughter or a son to other people.
And he also fails to realize that if an officer shoots somebody, they also have to deal with that trauma. This isn't just that they're out to kill people and enjoy it. That causes trauma in them too.
That's not a gang affiliation. Something like that. Affiliation. I feel like that's the wrong word.
Chili doesn't understand empathy, so.
No, he doesn't. Like, for him, like, this is funny for him. This is not a funny thing to, this is not funny at all.
He's talking about somebody who got shot and killed. They were a daughter or a son to somebody. This is like that family probably had a lot of grief from this incident.
Absolutely.
And he doesn't see it that way. He obviously looks at it as, yeah, a lot of grief for the officer, a lot of grief for the person involved. obviously the families are grieving and doing all that. It's honestly, it's just sickening. I mean, yes, there's wars and stuff where millions of people die, but still, it's somebody's daughter or son getting killed at the end of the day. The parents will never look at it the same way. It affects them tremendously. I don't know, it's just weird to hear somebody laughing about something like this.
Exactly.
Right, right.
Wondering what she was
I understand that people laugh about people getting killed all the time and all that, but I don't know. It's the internet. People do weird things, but then in person they would never do.
sitting in her living room. He murdered her through her living room. Yanez, who was released from SAPD after he shot and killed Philando Castile in 2016, was considered a uniquely qualified candidate for the job in Texas. He has a history of engaging in racial profiling, and he's demonstrated a general distrust for those he's sworn to serve, and he's quick on the trigger, explained Fort Worth Police Department Commissioner Roy Williams. In short, he's a great fit for this police department. That is some sick shit. That is some sick shit, right?
I would say that I think this article has been twisted.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way a police chief said any of this. And if he did, and I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I generally don't know about this case, so that I don't comment too much on it. But it does not seem like a legitimate news source that reported this.
Not in the same way. I don't know anything about this case or what happened with Philando Castile. I apologize if I butchered the name, but I don't know enough. He could have been very in the right for protecting himself, or whatnot. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but the news article definitely seems twisted. For sure.
Yeah, because, like, to be honest, you don't know if you're going to believe this or not. Cause me neither. I don't even know the full story of this. I don't know. But like I said, Chili, he believes on anything that was written on anywhere.
Joe just looks it up online, and the first article he sees is, "Oh, this is 100% facts."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dig into it any deeper. This is just, it is what it is. It's like, no, you're taking a very biased argument. You cannot look at just one article on the internet and be like, oh yeah, this is it. Because the internet obviously misdirects you and whatnot.
It's not uncommon for news sources to push hate on something they don't like and edition the news article.
What was the saying? Like, the news nowadays is just whoever gets it out first. Doesn't even have to be correct, as long as you get the information out first.
Not just getting out information out first anymore, but it's also been proven that they make up stories and put them out. It's not even legitimate news anymore.
Oh yeah, that's because they're so, I don't know, the news to me, they rush things so fast that they don't even get half of the story. They just make up stuff to, like, fill it. And, like, there's been a lot of times where the news is like, hey, we apologize, we were wrong, this wasn't the full article. And it's like, I don't get how they keep getting away with it. Like, half the times they've admitted, like, yeah, we kind of pushed it out too far, we didn't really get all the details, because they were so much in a rush to be the first news to report on it, and then they just get it wrong. And it's happened quite a bit. It's another reason why I don't watch it.
Yeah, that's another reason why we don't watch the news either, because we,
They watch it. They
there's
just
there,
want to be the first people.
yeah.
Right there. I can't believe that he said that. He has a history of engaging in racial profiling. He has demonstrated a general distrust for those he's sworn to serve, and he's quick on the trigger. Commissioner, in short, he's a great fit for this police department. We're lucky he accepted our offer, said Commissioner Williams. He has offers from Chicago, Sacramento, New York, Baltimore departments. He's very much in demand. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's sick. That's truly sick. That's truly sick.
Guys, you love to see whatever.
That's the
And again, not none of those have to do with this police stops. Yeah.
Every body armor in his Kia Soul.
You have to pull some random shit.
Yeah, because he has to push his agenda.
It's the sickest shit I think I've ever. Did you just read that? He has a history of engaging in racial profiling, and he's quick on the trigger. He's a perfect fit for this department. And he said that out loud?
Guess what, Chili?
How fucking sick is
state or that officer? So what does it have to do with the officers on this stop? Again, making up and pushing his agenda.
What a narcissist.
I don't understand why people don't educate themselves and realize he's spurting nonsense. And they're just eating this shit up.
is that? How disgusting is that? We want to racially profile blacks in Fort Worth? Are there any black people here from Fort Worth? Do you know any black people in Fort Worth? How is Roy Williams a pig in Fort Worth? How is he commissioner of anything? I mean, I can't actually get to where I want to get to right now because my throat is so messed up. I cannot believe that we do. Someone just wants to know where that article came from. Let's
Maybe stop playing with the jacksock, Chili.
Maybe stop deep throating your mic, Chili.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where this news article came from, too.
Here you go. I'll put the link for this in the chat for this article. But hold on a second. I just got to take a minute and just kind of absorb that. There's the link. It's just so... I mean, I thought that had to be a parody too. How can you...
Here comes with the bad acting.
I'm literally just steaming pissed right now. I can't believe he wrote that. I can't believe he made those statements. I can't believe he made those statements. I can't believe he said that out loud.
Yeah. Tyran? Yeah, Tyran. Yeah, they dropped down.
Why'd they leave the cars 40 yards behind his car? Why didn't they pull the cars up? Well, because they're pigs.
It's probably, wait, does Chili not understand, like, depth perception and, like, cameras?
Nope.
That's just, like, 20 yards back, I'm looking at more like 20 feet than, like, camera.
Like I said, he messes up simple math every day.
20 yards, more like 20 feet, yeah.
Oh man.
Mister, I need to have 2 cameras and my face be in each one.
But I'm just looking at the fence posts, and those have to be, like, maybe, like, 5 feet apart for, like, each one. Like...
And I'm pretty sure they do that for a reason. It's not like, it's for their own safety.
It's for the reason if he pulls a gun, I mean, most police are trained to use firearms for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And
See, the further you're back, the wider the picture's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
then, I mean, most, rookie criminals probably not going to be that good with a firearm. So you put like 30 feet on them. The cop has training. Criminal doesn't.
Yeah.
So we could probably reliably hit targets from that far back. And most regular people can't.
The Nordley. That is not a news source. A major news source.
Mm-mm.
And there's a lot of fake news sources online.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was reading the comments in the video. I said, where was this article? So they couldn't even find the article that Chili was sourcing.
They put the link up there. But if you look at it, it says The Nordley. That's not a main news channel. That's an online reporter. And not all of them are actual reporters online.
They're probably a blogger or something.
Yeah. Or somebody pushing their agenda too. There's a lot of those out there that aren't actually press, but claim to be press. We know that whole crowd.
Yeah, if he's not gonna comply, they're gonna break that window, whether he liked it or not.
Oh, okay. So it's a fake article. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Chili's
Sorry about that.
fake facts when it's fake.
He admitted. He admit that was a fake article.
First to say, Chili at least has matured since the last time I've heard anything about him. He has matured tremendously. He's like, for right now the cops are in the right. Now he's also saying like my article's bullshit.
See,
And it was made up.
his audience is starting to call him out. He has to admit
Oh, they
it.
are.
Calls him out.
It's a parody. Chili. The about section literally says they are a parody site. Oh.
I did not notice that line. He just did no research, just picked a random thing and went with it.
Quack, 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 wah, 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 wah.
How do you make a video like this and not look at your sources? Like, if you're gonna be this serious about something, how do you not do any research? I realize that it's a parody site. Like, bro. Like, I hate to say it, but like middle schoolers have better knowledge when it comes to like finding sources than he does.
And he shows his shame fucking face. Right there.
He's like, damn, I was called out on my bullshit. I got caught.
Gotcha, Chili. Gotcha. Oh, man.
I guess it's a fake article. Well, when I'm just doing a real quick search to try to find some information about where the murderer Geronimo is, and then that's a really good fake article because that said he's in high demand in Sacramento and all those other places that they say.
The commissioner would ever say if he decided he wanted to keep his job. You can't say stuff like that. They have.
He's quick on the trigger. Like, what person wants to know, like, a cop that's quick on the trigger? Like, that's an immediate red flag, not a good thing.
Said he's in demand. So everybody, just so you know, Ron Moore actually took a look at it. Thanks, Ron, for getting us back. I don't want to spread any of this information at all. So thank you, Ron, for setting me straight on that. It's a parody site. So what you just read was parody. Okay, it makes sense now.
He's talking himself under a PC charge, which I don't want to file.
Oh. They kick you out too?
No.
We've got obstruction.
He said I'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you remember what the skeptic said about Chili? It is so easy to make a content about him because all of what he said
Is a joke.
Yeah, is a joke. Like literally.
Dunce cap, correct.
Yeah.
People are saying, oh, the cops are the dunce caps. Yeah, they are. They're the hat that is labeling the stupid.
Get our supervisor out here. It's up to you.
Or just give him a ticket and let him go. Just give him a ticket. You've ran his license. He has no felonies. He's not wanted. He has no warrants. He has no history of violence. Nothing. He's done nothing wrong. Nobody called and said he...
saying it like a toddler who just learned the word ticket. Why don't you just give him a ticket? Like, why are you saying it that way? It's a simple word, Chili.
beat me up and he ran away. You could just give him a ticket. Could you imagine that?
I can call our supervisor.
How are they going to be able to give him a ticket if he's not complying? And he's not even like rolling down his window.
Not just that, but he asked for a supervisor. That's why he said, well, then we'll just wait for the supervisor. Because this guy is not going to comply, and he's going to have to be waiting for the supervisor to come.
Oh no. Hold on. Okay. Oh, we're still... Okay. It just got off. Huh?
So do you see the patch right there? Let me clue you guys in on something real quick. All right. So let me show you something on that patch, okay? That patch says sheriff since 1848. 1848 is going to be 17 years before the Civil War. It'll be 17 years before the Civil War.
You came back. Huh? Okay. Let's go. Okay. Thought we're gonna. Oh man, that scares me. I thought we were gonna get shut off for a little bit.
Internet decided to hiccup there.
Yeah, yeah. Holy. Okay. Holy moly.
And so in 1848, that was when cops literally were formed to be slave catchers. And let me give you a little validity behind that statement. In 1850 was the Fugitive Slave Act, when the North and the South were so divided that
Which has nothing to do with this traffic stop, Joey.
Why does he have to?
Because everything about him has to be bringing racism to it. It doesn't matter what race it is. He always has to be a racist. You're going into history that has nothing to do with this traffic stop simply because of the color of somebody's skin at the traffic stop. You're making it about racism. Stop trying to push that agenda.
Right.
Follow the law. That is the issue at the traffic stop. He's not complying. He's resisting. That is the issue of this traffic stop. It has nothing to do with racism, Chili. Stop making it about racism.
Right. Right. You know what that? You know what that? What that has to do with him? I mean, you know what that makes him look like? Makes him look like a racist. If he is keep on mentioning this over and over and over again.
Says it.
Huh? What happened?
He is a racist, and his TikTok and Instagram history explain that. What he puts out there, he put out himself, proves he's a racist.
Oh god. Oh my god.
they called it Bleeding Kansas when it came in, because they said Kansas could be either a free state or a slave state. It's up to the people. And so what happened was John Brown went there and started slaughtering people who owned slaves. I'm not kidding. Like a serial killer, killed several families, entire families. Him and his sons went to Bleeding Kansas and they killed entire families. How many families they killed? Check the history books, but a few. They killed a few different families who were plantation owners that owned slaves.
What? No, that has nothing to do with this traffic stop. What are you doing? What? What?
No. Do your own research, because Chili screws up all history.
Oh man. Oh.
You even get correct where handcuffs started. Or the reason they were started. You screwed that up too, and that's in history books.
And so in 1848, when this patch was on right there, that was right before the Fugitive Slave Act was passed. And the Fugitive Slave Act, what it did is it empowered law enforcers to go up into the north and grab that fugitive slave and bring him back down to the plantation owner in the south. Now, a lot of times when a fugitive slave was turned over to the sheriff of 1848, the plantation owner told the sheriff, bring him back dead or alive. And so then when the sheriff with the 1848 patch would go up into the north, or a northern sheriff like this one right here up in, I think this is Wisconsin, when this pig right here would get a fugitive slave and he would get the paperwork on the fugitive slave, there would also be often a bounty.
Said the terminology right there. This cop right here did it. Really? How old do you think that cop is, Chili? again growing up publicly, and his people do not question him.
I know, right?
Why are you not questioning this misinformation? Do your own research in everything in life.
Honestly, he already failed. Like, he's been failing the whole time. He didn't even realize that the whole story of the one that he researched was a parody. It says it there.
And look how confident he is in himself. That he can just put this out with these facial expressions and so sure that his information is right that when he gets called out, his face just drops. You read him perfectly. Damn, I can't push that agenda because I got called out.
Attached to that fugitive slave, you would understand that this slave is wanted in Wisconsin, where they are up here, and then the brand of violence that was legal and allowed was unlimited. The sheriff from 1848 could then beat, lynch, shoot, stick, gang assault. You could do anything you wanted to a slave. A slave was not a human being. It was less than a human being. It was subhuman. A black person in 1848 was still seen as subhuman. And the sheriffs up in Wisconsin could do anything they wanted to that person, to that human being who happened to have black skin. So when they wear this patch that says established in
Realize that the North fought slavery.
No, he don't know that.
Forget that whole part of history. How do you forget that whole part of history? It's completely when the war was over, when it was North or South. And he's still screwing it up.
He always does. He always does.
1848. Do you know what you're saying by wearing that patch? I'll bet you do. What you're saying is we are a racist, jackboot, thug, pig organization. That's what you're saying. You're saying that we were...
Not. That has nothing to do with racist. So stop trying to make it about being racist.
a part of the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850, that we went out and rounded up black people who just tried to get out of the South and come up to Wisconsin to be free. And instead of us respecting the fact that a free man was sitting in front of me, we then changed into the demon that we are. We morphed, and then we attacked that black person.
What? Dude.
Oh, the delusion is strong in this one.
Yeah. What is going on? What is going on?
Beat them, lynched them, raped them. Anything was legal. Didn't matter what it was. The brand of violence that was allowed against blacks who would run away for freedom, that's the brand of violence that we now associate with being perfectly okay with cops. The brand of violence that cops put on us comes directly from slavery, that we allowed slave catchers.
Actually, it wasn't just against black people. It was against Asian people, Native Americans, white people. It's not just about one race. Yes, it was a horrible time in history people should have learned from. But unfortunately, Chili, people like you still exist.
He doesn't know. He really don't know. He don't know anything about it. Like, he's just, like I said, he's just assuming. I got a feeling. He's just assuming everything.
Not just that, but going into other cultures and having the same issue. They tried to sterilize Native Americans so that they couldn't reproduce and a whole race would be wiped out. And that was before all of the crap that he's spurting. there has been this problem within every race. It's not just one or the other. And it's been started way before Terry, Ohio, versus Ohio. Way before Pennsylvania versus Mims. It's pretty much since people have been people. This has been going on.
Yeah.
Not right. It needs to end. Everybody needs to grow up and just accept everybody is not the exact same, but they're all humans. And I'm sorry, it may not be your a cup of tea to hear that, but it's true. If history is there to stop from repeating itself, then stop repeating it.
Right. Well, chili is chili. Oh man, this guy.
Law enforcers right here. This guy, established in 1848 to attack, beat, destroy, maim, cut off their arms, cut off their legs, hang them by their neck until they're dead. And they still wear the patch proudly. Established in 1848. Do you know what the history is? You dumb pig.
Because that's not what police officers stand for, Chili. You took a time period in history and are trying to stamp it on people of today. It's not always about that. And it has nothing to do with that badge. Because before there were badges, there were other people doing it. There were religions doing it, including yours, Chili. Yours was the biggest one doing it.
Wearing that patch on your shoulder. Mine, established in 1619. Get the flock out of here, dirty pig.
Way up north, so
I'll just call it.
You need
Alright.
to get the established date correct. For fuck's sake, it's in front of you, Chili.
Let's speed it up. Oh man. Okay, speed. There you go.
It's up to you. Why not just give him a ticket?
I can call our supervisor, but she's way up north, so I'll just call her. Alright.
Man, if they had called that supervisor in and it's a woman, oh, he's gonna lose his shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Started yelling at me about, like, he's like, I bet you speedometer battery isn't checked out. This is speedometer, I don't do it.
It has to do with he doesn't believe you.
Wait. That is so fast. Let's see. 1.5. Okay.
How far do you gotta go yet? I don't have any idea.
That was ID. Yeah, I'm going on.
So this man here has some success building rapport. That's why I would like to see the rest of the body cam. I am God. We might want to take a look at getting this body cam. So if he's wearing a body cam, I would like to see what he said because I can't see that point. I think that the owner of this video, which by the way, he's only got 261 subscribers. So I'm going to drop the link down in the chat real quick. Get over there and subscribe to this man's channel and let him know that I sent you. Here's the link right there. Only 650 views and 16 likes. And then I wrote down here, if you get out of the car, he'll attack you. So I watched this 13 hours ago for sure put you in torture cuffs right away. They can do whatever they want once you're out of the car, even if they're in the wrong. That's right. They know this and know many people will obey them and not take harassment to court when police are here to protect and serve. That's what he wrote back. And I said, I'm covering this video in 2 hours. Want to join me? People would like to hear from you. So get over here and subscribe to his channel. Let's get 100 likes on this video for the guy.
Yeah, let's promote the guys that are promoting speeding and endangering society. Yep, seems like a good choice to me. Yeah, in case he's probably not going to pick that up. It was sarcasm, Chili.
How is that safe for anybody pulling over on the side of the road? It's not safe. You should go to an exit.
Again, bad advice. If he would have pulled a little more over in the easement, it would have been fine and safe. But he didn't. Had he pulled over on the right like he was supposed to, look at the big easement over there. It would have been even more safe. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it correctly, Chili.
And Chili, speed limit saves everyone's lives.
Exactly.
I don't understand what you mean by changing. Yeah, we're trying to get you out of here, man. I'm really trying to help you out here. I think we're all trying to waste our time.
I'd like to see his body camera footage. I wonder what this cost. I wonder what this cost ran tunes. I wonder what it cost him to get this body cam footage in Wisconsin.
It's fine. Part of our job is to deal with elements. It's not a big deal.
So let me tell you my issue with this stop right here, just so everybody knows what my issue is. My issue with this stop is that Terry versus Ohio creates Pennsylvania versus Mims, which then allows the cop to order you out of the car lawfully. That's my problem.
Which has nothing to do with him disobeying speed laws and the safety of other people. You feckin' moron.
That's what I was about to say too. That's what I was about to say.
That's so frustrating.
He's been pushing that over and over and over again. Like, dude.
There's just no
Without-
other words for him, but he's frustrating. And he could take this sanest, most patient person, and they want to slap him.
Because he got called out with his bullshit.
Yep, that too. That too.
Terry versus Ohio, we don't have Pennsylvania versus Mims. If he runs your driver's license and everything comes back, the pigs even put notes in there that I'm suing over. And if the cops put a note on your account in the system, then that gives the cops special rights, which is totally wrong, which is what I'm suing them over. So the whole stop is predicated on Terry versus Ohio. Everything you're seeing here
is what they stopped you for. They put in there what you've done. What is he talking about right now?
I have no idea. I really don't.
I
Like,
want to see this report, because if a cop put in there calling him a little rage goblin, I'd die laughing. That would be something you could sue them over. Having to say something like that. But if you're suing them over putting the notes of the traffic stop in your file, you're not gonna win.
No, no. Mm-mm. That's why he always lose. Like, how many times
And
he.
he's always going to.
Yeah.
Is based on Terry versus Ohio. Everything. Pull him over. He gave him the license, showed him that he had a rental car. From there, if you run his license and you run the computer, they put notes on the computer. There's no notes about him. There's no nothing. He's got a couple driving citations. Let him go. It's Terry.
From the sounds of it, he has a list. They said he had quite a few. That's not a couple. That's a list. Much like your criminal record, Chili.
Why are they holding him there? Because of Terry versus Ohio, extended into Pennsylvania versus Mims. You're looking at it happen right in front of you.
I usually roll my window down when I get out.
You roll your window down because you're privileged. He's black. If he was white, it would be the same thing. If he was, we saw the white guy yesterday didn't want to get out of the car. Black guy today doesn't want to get out of the car.
Then why are you trying to push the racism agenda? If it's the same thing and you just admitted that, why are you pushing racism? You just discredited yourself again.
I mean, it's pretty difficult with the highway there and all the traffic, but I hear what you're saying. I get it. Well, we don't want to go fast. That's why we stop people that are going that fast, because we don't want them to go. Okay.
He said something, and the cop, and this is why I want to get his body cam footage. So I am God. Is he in the chat? Are you in the chat? I am God. I think I saw you here earlier. Let's take a look at this. I am God. Let's see what this body cam footage would cost us to get. What would it cost? My nonprofit is done today, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'll announce it more tomorrow. But I wonder what he's saying. What's the conversation that they're having? What's he saying to him? But you heard his last words. He said, "I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel." Oh, there you are. Got you. I am God. I am God's a buddy of mine. So I'm sorry you feel that way. Feel what way? You're sorry I feel that way? Are you sure you're sorry I feel that way? Because you guys made me this way. I don't trust any of you. I think you're all evil. I think that if one attacks you, the rest will attack you. I know that to be a fact. You're sorry he feels that way? You mean you're sorry for the policies, procedures, and protocols that you agreed to enforce arbitrarily on anybody you choose to? You're sorry he feels that way? What about the rest of us? We all feel that way.
No, Chili, don't speak for normal people. We do not all feel that way.
Could have been a ticket.
Why can't it just be a ticket now?
Could have been a ticket.
Could have been a ticket. So you're planning on arresting him? Why not just give him the ticket then? How about that? Could you imagine you just give him...
Traffic stop more complicated. His actions are proving that he is a danger to society. His actions are making this more difficult, are prolonging it. He could have gotten the ticket and been on his way, but he chose to fight and be difficult. That is why they're not just ticketing him and moving along.
Yeah. And he has to be argumentative with the people at the same time. What the hell? Like, Chili, what is it? What is the thing that you never understand about this? Like, jeez, holy crap, boy. Boy.
Your actions are the reason the reaction you're getting. It's that simple.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a sec.
I'm a ticket and let him go home. He's got kids. He said he just wants to go home to his kids. Could have been. Is that foreshadowing that you're going to smash his windows and drag him out of the car and beat him?
Might issue his citations and just put him under his windshield wiper.
V Boyer said, "I'm sorry that you're here at my vehicle." So I'm sorry that you're here. The only thing I'm sorry about is that you're in my life right now. And then this pig just said, "I'm going to write citations and put him under the windshield wiper." Are you having a change of heart? You don't want to attack him and ruin his life? You don't want to bloody his face and torture him so he goes home to his kids beaten? That's really nice of you not to want to torture him.
They don't want to torture you, Chili. They are people too. They're just trying to do their
So
job.
I guess
You're
because
making
this
it
cop
more
didn't lose his
difficult.
composure, we're not past that already? I'm just so confused.
Yeah, it's in my car.
Yes, Joy, it amazes me too. I had a daydream last night. I know some of you guys are Trump supporters. I'm not a Trump supporter. I hate him.
Here we go. Here we go.
Half his audience. He had that drug-induced vision again.
Oh man. Man, I really don't want to talk about. I don't like.
He's gonna go into the drug-induced. God talk to me in tree form. Are we gonna go down that road again?
Now he's gonna go to politics. No.
I'm not a Biden supporter. I hate him. I wouldn't vote for either one of them. So I've been pretty open about my political position. I agree with Joy. I can't believe people are still voting and thinking for Democrats and Republicans. Who gave the cops in Wisconsin the body cam footage that we have to buy it from them? The Democrats and Republicans. They did it together. My dream scenario I had last night, I had this daydream last night, that the Supreme Court bars Trump from running, and then the whole country is going to go crazy. But then Robert Kennedy versus Joe Biden. I hate Biden. I hate him. He's a pedophile, criminal, piece of shit, sellout. He sold our country out to foreign nations. He's such a piece of shit. Biden is such crap. My dream scenario is that Trump gets kicked off the ballot by the Supreme Court, and then it's Biden versus Kennedy.
Can we skip this part, because it's more like politics. He's talking about politics now. Like, seriously, we're talking. Okay, none of this had to do with the traffic stuff. Okay.
So far, none of his rantings have had to do with this traffic stop in any way.
That's all right. Yeah,
I don't know how much further. You know what I mean? I was able to stick my nose in there. I don't know how much further.
So he
Honorable, really? That's the word you choose to use? No. His criminal record states it's nothing honorable. Common sense would tell you that.
He has a concealed carry, and there was a reason why earlier I didn't tell you guys. The reason I showed you earlier Geronimo Yanez, who murdered Philando Castile in Minnesota on the side of the road. Philando was murdered the moment he told the cops he had a gun.
And again, he's still believing on that articles. Didn't they already tell you, Chili, that that was a parody? You already got caught. What happened?
They did. They told him. He's just going to ignore it.
Yeah.
Because he ignores factual information daily.
He killed him within a couple seconds. And so this man here, he has a gun. He has a CCW license. He gave it to that other pig. And so now that that's established, now I can talk about what I really wanted to talk about. There was a reason why I showed you Philando and Geronimo. This guy here learned from watching Philando get killed that if he says that he has a gun, that he might get killed immediately. That if he gets out of the car and he has a gun, they're going to attack him, take away his gun, put him in torture cuffs.
No way to know that he knows anything about those cases.
Yeah.
He did not reference them. He did not talk about them. And he did not say, I'm scared at any point in time. That if I tell you I have a gun, you're going to shoot me. Like I said, even police officers get pulled over. You tell them you have a gun, they don't shoot you. It's for everyone's safety. You tell them, they ask where it is, you tell them where it is, done. No problems.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just stupid, I swear.
So the guy in the car here, Rantoons, whatever the name of the gentleman is, he knows that if he tells him he has a gun, if he gets out and he has a gun, then what could happen to him? What could happen to him? And there's proof of this. You know, there's proof of this. I appreciate you guys all supporting your candidates. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being free enough to vote. A lot of people on YouTube are so misinformed. They'll run around telling you voting doesn't matter. Voting sets the Supreme Court. Who the president is decides who's on the Supreme Court. That really matters. That really matters. So voting really, really matters. You guys are welcome to support Trump or Biden or Robert Kennedy Jr. Support who you want.
Okay, he's gonna go to freaking... Oh, man.
Concerned about his own safety. When the cops came up, he didn't start shooting. And now listen to the second part of this. How come he doesn't want to roll the window down?
He's still going to that politics.
I don't know how much further.
But he doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to shoot us, doesn't want to have a shootout with us. That's kind of what he's saying there. And now listen to what he says right here. Listen very carefully.
You know what I mean? I was able to stick my nose in there decently, and I didn't smell anything. And
he was able to stick his nose in there decently. So when the gentleman cracked his window, this pig stuck his nose in there to see if he could...
They're trying to figure out why he is so uncooperative.
Yeah.
They are trying to figure out what his problem is, Chili. That is their job. To figure out what is going on with him that's making him so angry, so hostile, so combative. All of these things are the same thing, Chili.
Smell something, so maybe he could drag him out of the car and torture cuff him.
I'm good with that, friend.
yeah, I was able to stick my nose in there decently, and I didn't smell anything. And
I'm good with that, friend.
yeah,
What I'm probably going to end up doing is just hammering him just with a bunch of tickets. And just, you know, like,
oh god, what did he do? Yeah, I mean,
like, it's either that or haul him off for resisting obstructing. I'm not about to do that. Like,
when
that's
he's
just,
got a gun and body armor on, like, he really wants to.
They don't want to arrest him, Chili. That just blows your agenda out of the water.
All the cops does is they want to try to help him out.
They just want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
They want to make sure he's not under the influence, that he's not a danger to himself or other people, and he's not a danger to them. Their assessment as an officer is not first priority like he thinks. It is the public safety and then theirs.
Exactly. Exactly. And they want to make sure he's not going to do that speed again. That's it. That's it. That's the reason why they maybe give him a ticket or
Honestly, him being on the side of the road for this long has calmed him down because he is now no longer screaming at them through the closed window, but he was talking to that nice officer right here very politely.
yeah.
I mean, he was still a little combative, don't get me wrong, but he was more calm. He wasn't screaming at him, and he allowed him to open the window a little bit more.
See?
So he was calming down in the time that he was there, which again is what they were trying to do by prolonging this stop.
Mhm.
Trying to get him to calm down. You don't know. He could have been on the phone arguing with somebody and why he was that angry at the start. You just don't know. It is their job to assess.
And for Chili, he's going to invent a bunch of words again just to add the story from this. Even though if it is nothing to do with this freaking traffic stop, he's still going to add up some, some word for it.
Yeah, I say, like, I mean, do whatever we want, but I agree with that. I say,
Do whatever we want.
yeah, I say, like, I mean, do whatever we want, but
Do whatever we want, but
He did not say do whatever we
He
want.
did not mean it in the context you're trying to push it.
I
He was just
agree
saying
with that.
about
I
the
say we
tickets.
give him those tickets and.
It's either that or haul him off for resisting obstructing. I'm not about to do that.
you're not about to.
It says right there, I'm not about to do that. They don't want to arrest him. They want to get him on his way, but he's being uncompliant.
Right.
Do that. Haul him off for resisting and obstructing. He's done nothing wrong. He doesn't want to.
He's hindering the investigation, you fucking moron. He's not cooperating. He's not letting them finish the investigation. He's not even giving them a chance to write the tickets. He's arguing every step of the way. That is obstruction. Just because you and your little cult followers don't want to admit that that's the legal terminology for it, doesn't mean that that's not the legal terminology for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Holy shit. I'm sorry.
I think.
Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh man. Sorry. I don't mean to jump scare
Allergic to that
people.
bullshit too.
Here we go. Here we go.
It just.
Bad actor award goes
All
to-
they cared about was to be able to get the window down, to smell inside there, to see if there's a smell that they can arrest him for. If there's no smell that they can arrest him for, well then,
No, they're
okay.
assessing if he's under the influence, you moron. Because guess what, Shelley, whether you want to admit it or not, it is illegal to drive while under the influence of anything.
Exactly. Hayes just don't get that. He keeps on assuming and assuming and then add some like different story that does not have to do with the traffic stop.
And you know what they say about assuming? You just make an ass of you and me.
Yeah, exactly. And then one of those rules for thee, not for me.
Oh yeah, because he drives under the influence often.
Yeah.
Under the influence of stupidity most of the time.
And then he says, I'm not about to haul him off for resisting and obstructing. He didn't resist. He didn't obstruct. He gave you his license. He showed you the Hertz registration. He did not.
He resisted and obstructed. He refused to comply every step of the way. Guess what that's called, Chili? Resisting.
Exactly.
Resist. He did not obstruct. He just didn't want to roll the window down because you're trying to find a reason to arrest him. And he didn't want to get out of the car because Philando Castile had been murdered by Geronimo for just saying he had a gun. Just saying he had it. He got murdered. And then the jury found Geronimo not guilty of murder. And Philando Castile's dead. His kids.
Chili, seriously. Stop trying to push that agenda. The guy has no idea who that officer is. He didn't even say he was scared because of that case. He didn't say he was scared of the officers because of that case. So stop trying to push that agenda.
They're orphaned. And to them, we can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want, but what? For the love of God, man, the system has to be changed. Only a governor can change it in each state.
Hello and welcome. Sorry, Nane Maurice. Thank you so very much for tuning in for my live stream, Nane Maurice. How are you doing? How you doing, Nane Maurice?
He's got a gun and body armor on. Like, do you really want to push it?
No.
Yeah, I'd say, like, I mean, do whatever you want, but I agree with that. I'd say we keep the rules of these tickets and do it another day because, I mean, like I said, I stuck my nose in there pretty good and I wasn't really smelling anything. And he was rolling the heat pretty good and I got a pretty good, like, waft. And so.
Once again, they're talking about they were seeing if they could smell something. And this goes back to your trifold special that I'm running today. You guys have to let me know in the notes now. Do you want another trifold if you buy one, or do you want a cop card? Do you want me to send you the cop?
Okay, none of those ever work. Those are just like pick words that he wants in that trifold. Like, what the heck?
Well, again, and he's still trying to argue the fact that the cop was literally assessing what was wrong with this guy. Why was he so aggressive? Why was he speeding so erratically? Because that's not normal. Going 5 miles over the speed limit.
Right,
okay. Going
right.
10 miles, you're pushing it.
See this right
But
here?
Going 109?
I know, right? I mean, see this right here? Invoke the right to remain silent. And then I don't answer question. That is the thing that will get you in trouble when you got pulled over by a police officer and the police officer is asking you a question. Because if you don't answer the police officer and you keep on letting the police officer ask you a question and keep ignoring them, you know what that's going to lead you to? That's going to lead you to get arrested.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say, and it'll probably slip up for most, but most people say, why are you being so difficult towards me? Because you're just trying to do your job. And they're making it harder by being this way, or being argumentative. Like, I pulled you over because you were breaking traffic laws. Not for any other reason, so why are you giving me attitude when I've approached you politely? It's that simple.
Right.
You are going to get back what you give out. You're going to be an asshole, you're going to get an asshole.
Exactly. Thank you, Nane Maurice. Here you go. Come on. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Nane Maurice. Love and support. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate Mama. My mom.
It's so infuriating to have to deal with somebody like this, giving this amount of misinformation to the public and creating more like him.
Cards with your trifold?
There are bad cops. There's bad everybody in everything. There are say that everybody is bad. It just doesn't work that way. And
Exactly.
it's sad when people, good people, or, even bad people for that matter, if anybody encounters that bad side, but you can't hold it against all of them.
Exactly. And plus, once you break the law, it doesn't matter. Like I said, once you break the law, it doesn't matter what color of skin you are. It doesn't matter what culture you are. So long as you break the law, so long as you break the law, you you still accept that you're gonna get the consequences. Accept that you're gonna get arrested. It doesn't matter what what culture you are, or it doesn't matter even if you were just the daughter or the son or grandson of the president of the president of the United States. Even if you were president of the United States and then you got pulled over by a police officer because you break the law, you break the speed limits and all that stuff, you're still gonna get ticketed. You still the police officer is required to ask if you have a driver's license and the proof of your insurance from your vehicle. Okay, that's how it works.
I have seen officers in tears because they've had to arrest one of their kids, and they didn't want to do it, but they did their job and did it.
Yeah,
And it's hurt them, and I'm sure it caused some family tiff in a way, but they were doing their job and they did it correctly, both as a parent and a cop, in my opinion. Because
exactly.
there's no reason why you should have let that go simply because your kid acted up.
Exactly.
Or the kid thinks that, oh, my parent's a cop, I can get away with it. No, it's not acceptable. You break the law, you get arrested. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what race.
Exactly. And they're not doing this for no reason. They were doing this for everybody's safety.
Including the guy who was speeding.
Exactly.
And if he was so ticked off that they pulled him over and held him up for so long, he should have been watching his speed. He should not have been so combative. There was no reason for any of that.
Yeah.
So yes, the cops did their job. They assessed the situation. They did not want to arrest him, like Chili keeps on pushing. All they want to do is arrest you and take you to the dungeon. No, that's not what they want to do. They
No.
want to get the stuff done, find out if you're okay, that you're not a danger to society, and move along with their day.
And there's a camera for a reason. There's a body cam for a reason. You know? Like,
Yeah.
and to tell you the truth, there's so many people. There is so many citizens out there that can get hurt anytime once these people break the law. For example, okay, when you're speeding, and then what if your brake pedal is broken? There's a lot of stuff, and then you can hit somebody. There's a lot of possibility that can happen. You can accidentally euthanize that person, or get them hurt.
Or in this case, being that it's on a roadway and a pretty busy roadway. I don't know if this area is a highway or not, but it could potentially cause a major car pileup. One accident, people doing 60 to 70, causes pileups pretty quickly.
Right, right,
And he could have caused a major accident and killed somebody, or many people.
right.
Order, or do you want a trifold? Put it right in the notes when you buy a trifold. But here's the thing. Right here on the trifold, on number 5 on the trifold, it says, and I ran this case over the other day again. YouTube deleted the video from my channel. Do you guys remember last week when I covered the holding? Which state was that? Where the Supreme Court of which state was that? Can someone refresh me? Which state was it? YouTube deleted my video. They deleted the entire video off of my channel. Did you know that? So number
That means
5,
you were covering something you weren't supposed to. Guess what, Chili? Every content creator has to deal with that. Sometimes you cover videos and it was pulled from YouTube and then it's pulled from your channel.
Exactly.
right there, cop says he smells something. I can't even say the word. I'm not allowed to say the word. If I do, my video will be demonetized and they might delete it. They deleted the whole video. Odor is not probable cause. In states where chemical is
Okay. In states where, okay, if we're not allowed to say that, we're okay. We're not gonna say it. Is legally sold for medical or recreation purposes. Law enforcement cannot use the scent of cannabis as ground for search or seizure. I'm sorry. I just said. Okay, blur that. I'm sorry.
Just don't read anything from Chili's pen. Get you in trouble.
Oh man.
No, it doesn't automatically establish probable cause, and they weren't trying to automatically establish probable cause, but they were trying to see if his rage was the cause of him being under the influence of something.
Right.
They were assessing what was wrong with him and why he was driving 109, Chili. That's not 5 miles over the speed limit. That's not even speeding just a little bit. That's hightailing it.
is legally sold for medicinal or recreational purposes. Law enforcement cannot use the scent of chemical as grounds to search or seizure. The mere presence of chemical odor does not automatically.
Okay, you cannot. Okay, you can't smoke that thing while you were driving. You can't.
Establish probable cause. It's important not to grant consent for a search or seizure solely based on an officer claiming to detect the smell of a chemical.
Guess what? They weren't saying any of that. All he said was that I didn't smell anything, so he's not under the influence.
Right.
That was the only thing they were trying to prove. They weren't trying to search him. They weren't doing any search or seizures at all.
And this has nothing, this has nothing to do with that freaking pulled over. I mean, traffic
It has
stuff.
nothing to do with the fact he was doing 109.
Yeah. None of this are part of it. This guy.
It's right here. So let's say, for example, that gentleman, that he got the window down, he got a good waft and said, oh, I think I smell something. You're not equipped to have that conversation. I don't think very many of us are. I'm not equipped to have the conversation and try to convince him with my words. The only thing that will convince the cop is when I say, I'm going to show the law on the trifold. I'm going to show you the law. Now, if you violate my rights and you illegally search or seizure my car based on my Fourth Amendment right to illegal searches or seizures based purely on you saying that you smell something in my car, they legally smell. Do they legally sell medicinal chemical in Wisconsin? I think that they do. I'm pretty sure that they do. So then that means this would hold water. What was the Supreme Court?
Under the influence. And most states will tell you that. Whether it is medical or not, you cannot drive while doing it.
Yeah. Why not just go home and then do it at home instead?
But what I'm saying is that does not apply here.
Exactly.
Even if he was and they did smell something, whether he had a medical card or not, you're not supposed to drive while doing it. Because it's under the influence.
Chili don't get that. He really don't.
And what the concern is there is that being under the influence screws up your reaction time. And going at 109, you're not going to have a good reaction time either. There's no way for you to stop. Okay, say a deer ran out in the road. There still would be no way to stop, no way to avoid it. What's going to happen? You're going to swerve, you're going to hit the car next to you. You're going to hit the car in front of you. You're slam on your brakes, people behind you are going to hit you. Either way, no matter what way you look at this, it was dangerous.
It is. It is really dangerous.
I'm an ex-racer. I love going fast, but I would not do it where it's going to put people in danger.
Court case recently that they said the chemical smell is not probable cause. I just had it on my channel, but YouTube deleted it. They deleted it off my channel. The whole video, 3-hour stream, they just deleted the whole thing. Because I talked about Mary Jane the entire stream, and so they deleted my whole
You got kicked off talking about drug use.
video.
You just explained why they deleted your whole stream. You know why. You can't say I don't know why. You do know.
Just makes me so mad.
I mean, like I said, I stuck my nose in there pretty good, and I wasn't able to smell anything. I mean, he was rolling the heat pretty good, and I got a pretty good waft of that. So.
Full narrative report for a speeding ticket. Why not?
I'm just gonna go chat with them a little more, and then
I'll type my shit. See you guys.
I'll type my shit.
Ticket, you moron. Because he's got a bunch of tickets coming.
So Rantoon, to give him credit, Rantoons is totally legal. He does have insurance on the rental car. He said he spent an extra $30 a day. And he has a concealed carry license. And he's wearing a bulletproof vest. But he's totally legal.
Good job. Good job, Chili.
It would be fine, but you still have to prove that you have all of that.
And from what I'm seeing from this thing, though, okay, so that is, I don't know if that was his friend or not, but at the same time, he ruined his trust.
Ruined this guy.
Yeah, he ruined this guy. Didn't he say, okay, he doesn't have insurance, but he have a license?
Yeah, earlier he said that.
Oh.
But he had insurance, apparently. But, I mean, even if, just a big if, with the concealed and carry license, you have to say, yes, I have a weapon, it's so-and-so in this spot, wherever it is, here is my ID and my carry registration. The license, whatever you want to call it. Because in some states they call it a registration, some states they call it a license. So, whatever it is that you have to prove that you are registered to carry that weapon.
Right.
And that it's a conceal and carry. Which he didn't do. He argued that he didn't have to provide it when you do.
Everything he's done is legal.
Except for the arguing and fighting with the officers.
Yeah.
Tyran handed over a CCW permit. Can you just verify that it's valid?
And so now that he showed him his CCW license, now they're going to see if the state said it's okay. Why do you need a permission from the state to have a firearm? Let me ask you guys a question real quick. Do the criminals check in with the state? Is that what Adam Lanza did when he went to that preschool and he killed all those kids? Did he register with the state, or did he kill his mother and stuff her under a bed and then steal his mother's firearms?
Oh, wow. No wonder why YouTube... Yeah. No wonder why YouTube is deleting your video.
Exactly. Of course, they have to run a check. It's just like running the check on your ID to make sure it's valid. They have to make sure that it's okay, that it's valid and legitimate. Anybody can hand them a cop, like a cop card, and say it's a legitimate piece of paper when it isn't.
And he had to go that way. Oh, man.
That's what he did. Adam Lanza did that. And then he went up to Sandy Hook and he killed 23 kindergartners, preschoolers.
Yep, because if it's not about racism killing women or children, he's not happy about it.
Why? Why, man? Why? Why have to mention all of that?
This is why they have to check. Because these people did not get checked. They were criminals that weren't supposed to have weapons that had weapons. That's the difference, Chili. Just because your brain can't comprehend it doesn't mean everybody's can.
So the idea that you need to check on his CCW to make sure that he's legal? Why does he have a CCW if he doesn't want to be legal? Let's say it's expired. Let's say he didn't renew it in time and it's 3 months old. Then is he a criminal?
Yes, he should not be carrying a concealed weapon if he does not have an active ID for it.
Right.
Because again, that would be breaking the law, Chili. Just because you don't understand what laws are doesn't mean they're not valid.
Well, now, I mean, look at what we've allowed them to do. And as you know, that CCW license he's holding in his hand is based on the racist 1911 Sullivan Act out of New York City that was written by Tim Sullivan.
What?
You have to bring it back to racism.
Yeah.
You just said not half an hour ago how it had nothing to do with race, and here you are bringing it back to race. Just keep proving you're racist, Chili.
Okay. My guy. I'm sorry, but dude, we were talking about the traffic stop over here. You don't have to go with the race. This guy really needs some help. This guy really needs some help, I swear.
The governor, first originally an executive order and then signed into law by the legislators that 25,000 people in New York were allowed to get permits for handguns. Donald Trump Sr. was on that list. Donald Trump's great grandpa. He was on that list to get a firearm. But if you were a migrant or a black, you were not allowed to get a firearm in New York City. It was hey, we're going to pass this Sullivan Act where you have to have a permit to get your gun. Don't worry about it. It's not going to apply to you if your skin's this color right here.
Yep.
The same law that was written in 1911 is the same thing he's holding his card today in 2024.
I'm just waiting
That's
for
funny,
until this,
Felicia. So now pigs are detected.
Until this traffic stop will be over, and I'm not even gonna go for like all the way to the end of this whatever he's saying, because like he really is not make sense. Now, oh man.
Actors, canines. He put his nose in there and he got a good waff. He really smelled it. Number 5 on the cop card. Cop says he smells. This case law only applies to states that sell medicinal or recreational.
We're thinking there's really probably nothing criminally at issue here. He was just about, teetering on talking himself into a DC charge.
Oh, so is DC disorderly conduct? So was the DC driving citations or disorderly conduct? I still haven't determined it. But disorderly conduct is what? That you just don't want to agree with the pigs who are harassing you?
So at this point, at this point, I'm good with, like, pending the results of checking the validity of this, I'm good with just cutting him loose with a stack of citations and not hauling him off to jail. So,
what do you got for him as far as?
I stopped him for 109.
Damn, move it.
Then, well, when he stopped, his whole passenger side of his vehicle was still in the lane of traffic. I'm like, get up there. His window was rolled down like an inch, and I'm like, hey man, you want to roll it all the way down and move over to the shoulder? I don't have to roll it down. I'm like, okay, well you do have to move over to the shoulder. Okay. So he parks, and I'm like, all right, roll the window down. I'm not doing that, and he just slides out his driver's license. I'm like, go ahead.
But yeah, he's got a body armor, and he says he's got a gun in there, but he's got his concealed carry. So
that's fine. That's valid.
I got a good enough smell with the slit that was open with because you turned the heat on. I got a good smell on that and things, so I think we're good.
So just so you guys know, I just want to be fair to everybody so that you know, you won't be able to use the trifold for the smell in Wisconsin. Plenty of people in the chat have now told me that the chemical Mary is illegal in Wisconsin still, and it has to be legal either medicinally or recreationally for you to cite Commonwealth versus Barr from 2021. In Wisconsin, the smell of Mary may indeed be probable cause. I'm not sure what the legislation says. However, because it's still listed as a federal Schedule 1 narcotic from the federal government, then Wisconsin probably you would have to err on the side of believing that Wisconsin is following the federal law. And so
Okay, don't assume, Chili. If you watched this last night, you would have had plenty of time to do your research on Wisconsin law. Then you would have known, and it wouldn't be an assumption making an ass out of yourself.
you have to be really careful. Make sure that you only use number 5 on your trifold in states that have medicinal or recreational. You wouldn't want to use this in Wisconsin. Not this part, number 5, because the smell could be probable cause in Wisconsin. I'm not really sure. However, you still want to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And I'm still of the belief, until enough of us are willing to do it together, you have to have your license, registration, and proof of insurance on a laminated card ready to go. And your current registration, your current proof of insurance.
He's using the picture of the celebrity and stuff like that. What?
Yeah, which I'm sure there are no permissions given for that.
I know, right?
You want to have everything ready to go, just like this. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously weird that he's got body armor because the normal average person doesn't roll around with it, but
Right.
not illegal though because he's not a felon.
Right.
So, I don't know. Where's he going in such a hurry?
Oshkosh.
Going home. He's pretty calm now, but he was pretty fired up for a while.
I'm with you all the way, Glenn.
I don't know if you want to talk to him at all. He wanted a supervisor out here, but. All right.
Mine is up north.
What's that?
Mine's up north, so sorry.
That's all right. No worries. I can talk to him if he wants to. That with me or something, whatever.
Be the shoulder.
What's that?
Be the shoulder to cry on.
Oh, exactly. No, I guess don't talk like that next time.
Yep.
He wasn't speeding though. That's good. Tyron.
Yes, you can use the trifold in Alabama. Yes, you can. There is.
And guess what? It still won't work in Alabama.
No. The cops is just gonna throw that away or just dump it inside of your car. Okay, let me see your driver's license and the proof of your insurance. That's what the cops is gonna do.
Timestamp here is going to be 36 minutes. We're at the 36-minute mark. I'm going to come right back here. Mary Jane is Mary Jane is only legal for registered patients. That means while recreation is illegal, there's a medicinal chemical program that is legal after the governor signed Senate Bill 46. And so it's important to understand any state that has medicinal or recreational marry, then your trifold will work in that state. It's not probable cause to search your car. Now, Alabama, they may not, the most on point cases are already established. And I think there's a recent Supreme Court case. I just can't remember off the top of my head. I'll remember as we go on, but you can use it in Alabama and make sure that you do. Smell is not probable cause, and then you could get standing.
Well, I guess don't do that next time.
Yeah.
He wasn't speeding though. That's good. Tyran. It's pretty cold. Like, right when I got out here, I was like shivering.
Dude, it dropped down quick.
Yeah. But after standing out here, I think my body got used to it. I'm like, it's not so bad now. And he had the heat blasted, so I was getting like a nice waft of heat coming out of his window. I'm like, oh.
God, I hate that. Like, it was cold.
He said to check out his phobias page on Facebook or something, and he does a cartoon also on like YouTube or something that he was saying to check out. I don't know if in your spare time check that out, but.
See, casual, friendly talk when you calm down. It's amazing what can get accomplished.
Exactly.
Did he tell you that he had a gun on him?
Nope. I didn't ask, but
yeah. I was like, I appreciate it. I know you said there's no weapons in here. He's like, oh, I got a weapon. I'm like, oh, thanks, man.
So
he kept asking when I stopped. He's like, "Where's my warrant?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, yeah, like I would like to know more.
Yeah, where is your warrant?
See, that made them curious and on alert. He had told the cop, "Where's my warrant?" That's why they went and ran his information too.
It's so tough because it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, like say we smash the window and pull them out. It's like, well, that doesn't look good, but also like you kind of need to listen to us,
right?
It doesn't look good if you smash the window and pull them out. No, it looks like an absolute police state.
Because that is what they don't want that. They want to avoid that. But the person makes them do it.
Yeah, by resisting.
Yeah.
And not even
and obstructing the officers.
Yep. Obstructing and not even cooperating at the same time.
Prison state, death state. And why do we need to listen to you? Who are you, bro? I'm 100 times.
Figure, Chili. If you had respect for authority figure, you would understand that. But you don't even respect your poor mother.
I'm smarter than you are. I know far more about life than you do. And I need to listen to you? You're a dunce cap pig who can't do anything else besides follow orders and hurt people. I'm a constitutional law scholar, and I need to listen to your dumb ass?
No, you're not. You're not a constitutional law scholar. Because if you do, you'll be a lawyer. You just learned that from Google and YouTube. You just learn everything from Google and YouTube. And you actually admitted it.
Why do I need to listen to you? Because you went and got a badge and put it on? Eat my shorts, copper.
Yeah.
God, what a child. He doesn't even know what a dance cop is.
It's so tough because it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, like say we smash the window and pull them out. It's like, well, that doesn't look good, but also like you kind of need to listen to us,
right?
So now is he just going to go down the road and think he can do whatever he wants? You know, it's like.
You might be fine now. He won't like.
What's up?
He won't like this.
Does he have an Oshkosh address?
Yep.
Oh, he does. Where is it?
802 Jackson Street. What's up with the rental? Did he tell you at all, or
About what?
what's up with the rental?
Yeah, he
Holy
didn't say
crap,
anything
that's a
about
lot of ticket though. That is a lot of ticket.
Well, yeah, because there's many things that go with going that fast. But they're gonna. Which was his choice when he chose to do that speed.
He even said he won't like this. Then why do it?
Nobody likes getting a ticket, you idiot, but he broke the law.
Yeah. Yo. Do you think I would like to have a ticket too? No. I don't.
I don't know, Chili, do you enjoy getting tickets? I mean, with the racking of them that you've been doing lately, maybe you do. I don't know anybody who enjoys getting a ticket.
What up? Do you do security business or what do you do? What do you do? Okay. Yeah, no,
Did you see that? Hold on. I'm gonna pause it on that. Exactly. Hold on. I might be wrong. I don't know. We'll see.
what up? Do you do security business or what do you do? What do you do? Okay. Yeah, no,
Love it.
Chill, you piece of shit.
I do believe the emojis weren't supposed to be pointing to Chili, but if you ignore the emojis, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
These people really think freedom is breaking the law, huh?
No, that's it. That's actually good to sign up on this stuff and all that stuff. 'Cause, you know, as a citizen, you know,
He won't
you
stop.
should know that stuff.
Here's what he said.
Okay. No, I get that kind of contradicting yourself there, right? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I got you. I hear you. All right, well, I got the trooper right here, okay? All right, there's that for you. So you're being issued some citations today. First one's going to be for speed, 109 and a 70.
Did you hear how he says it? I mean, look at the character of a human being and listen to how he says this.
Some citations today. All right, there's that for you.
So he gave him his license and gave him his CCW. And now listen to how, so you're getting some citations today. Like, he's just so arrogant and pompous.
So you're being issued some
What is wrong? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. What do you want? What do you want? What do you expect? What do you want him to say? Oh, here's a paper for you, okay?
Hey, Chevy, judging by your little comment there, wouldn't Chili be a part of that, since he is a distracted driver?
Oh, man.
I mean, he is live streaming while driving and watching the cops.
Exactly.
It's only a matter of time before he adds another person to that statistic.
citations today. First one's going to be for speed, 109 and a 70. Court date for that is printed at the top, December 21st, 9 a.m.
We're going to postpone it to after Christmas.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Sure. Sure. No problem. The next one is going to be for operating a motor vehicle without proof of insurance. Okay. Okay. Next one is just...
He paid for the insurance. He said, I paid for the insurance for the rental.
To prove you have insurance, it does not matter if you have it. He will probably get that dismissed in court if he has insurance. But you have to show them proof of insurance or you get a ticket.
Yeah.
Car.
Just a written warning for failure to yield to an emergency vehicle because you stopped on the median shoulder partially in traffic.
Wait, what?
It's a written warning, yeah. Yeah, you stopped.
Didn't obey traffic laws again.
On the wrong side of the road.
Honestly, it's a warning.
It's a warning.
It doesn't go on your record or anything.
Yep.
So.
Exactly, it's just a warning. We'll get
Huh?
dismissed. There's nothing.
It's a warning. Why am I doing it? Because it's an educational aspect.
Exactly. It's an educational aspect.
The education.
Yeah. In that way, you'll learn your lesson. Next time, you don't do it anymore.
It's an educational aspect. Is that what he just said? You're educating me by giving me a warning ticket that I'm supposed to pull off to the right instead of the left. You could just tell me, hey, you're supposed to turn
Warning, Chili. It's not a ticket. He doesn't have to pay for anything.
off to the right, not turn off to the left. So ridiculously stupid.
This is the speeding. That's a citation. Speed and the insurance one, okay?
Chili, it's not stupid.
So $5.15.50 for the speed and then $10 for the insurance. Yeah, you were going over 35 over the posted speed limit.
Oh my God, your speedometer does not tell your speed while you're sitting still. Why are you looking at it and pointing? And it doesn't matter what your speedometer says. It matters what the meter's read and what the cop had to do to catch you.
Right. That's why they have this speedometer. There you go.
Well, that's the thing. You might want to research Pennsylvania v. Mims next time you have an encounter like this. That's the thing. You might want to research Pennsylvania v. Mims next time you have an encounter like this. That's the thing. You might want to research Pennsylvania v. Mims next time you have an encounter like this.
Where does Pennsylvania versus Mims come from?
I bet he's going to say, what was that? Terry versus Ohio again.
Pennsylvania versus Mims is only possible because of why? You have to get out of the car for why? How come? Question mark. Because of Terry versus Ohio.
Here we go. You just pull it out.
For officer safety. Do any of those cops seem scared? So they wanted to drag him out of the car to torture him.
No.
Well, that's the thing. You might want to research Pennsylvania v. Mims next time you have an encounter like this. Tell you what, you're being issued citations because you're not being hauled off to jail.
Oh, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for not dragging me off to jail for a simple speeding citation. Thank God for you, man. You're such a good person that you're not dragging me off jail. You know, maybe God will forgive you for all the horrible shit you did to thousands of other people. I don't think so.
Do you have any questions or concerns about any of this? All right. I'm going to remain parked behind you with my lights on until you're back in the roadway. Get help. Go seek some therapy.
Go seek.
Yes, wow.
That cop, he's got some serious rage going.
Yeah. Well,
Anger management couldn't hurt at this point.
yeah. Oh man, that cop was so gold. He's being a smart ass too.
Oh, you have to. If you don't learn to laugh at situations like this, it's just gonna get to you more.
Yeah.
You have to have that comedy aspect and everything.
I like that cop. Oh, well, we're not gonna continue it. Maybe we can continue it next week for the rest of the video and stuff. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. Thank you so very much for people that watched today. And we also have, hold on. Give me a sec right here. I know I'm gonna mention this. We also have a new subscribers today. It happens 6 hours ago. Thank you so very much for Nikki and Happy, and also Survivor Grandma. Thank you for subscribing our channel, and the rest of the people that subscribe from yesterday. Jake T official, Francisco Dos Santos 1, Marcy Green vlog, Jonald TV blog, Ronald R official, Ryder Lineman, and NC Yap. Thank you so very much for subscribing our channel. You guys are all welcome to Empire of Arts, and probably not gonna continue the rest of the video and stuff like that. I am really sorry. I do apologize, but well, at least we have a very good show tonight. Yes, very good show. Hold on, give me a sec before we go. Let me hold on. Let me. Okay, there we go. Now it's lined up. Oh, it's not lined up. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. So, thank you so very much, everybody. And also, I would like to thank Mama Maurice Monterde for tuning in into Empire of Arts, and also Mama Nelia Rig at TV USA. Shout out to all of you guys. Also, shout out to Mr. Ding Lilies. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And with our video editor, Dark Angel Rose. Alright, well, that's it for now, and thank you all guys for watching, and hope you enjoy. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. What? Why is it moving? Okay, right here. I'm sorry. Alright, well, that's it for now, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the live stream tonight, and please like and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Maybe we can have some more recordings tonight or next week to upload. So you can what you call this? You can get notified for that new video that we just upload. Thank you so very much, and see you all on the next episode. Bye everyone.